easier now. Use my phone. That's Are we on the path?
My name is Ajayi Emmanuel. I am the campus director for Hultprize OAU University. So the Hultprize is the world's largest company for social impact. The aim of the Hultprize is to solve what's problem through business. Every year, a challenge is released by students over 3,000 universities about to how to solve a particular challenge and make profits after a output. My name is Ajayi Emmanuel. I am the campus director for Hultprize OAU University. So the Hultprize is the world's largest company for social impact.
This year, due to the global pandemic, Hultprize organizing communities around the world, OAU inclusive, have had to figure out a way of adapting the events to the virtual space. This has been no small feat as we have encountered a wide range of challenges, from having bad network to even low turnout at events. But though discouraging, these happenings this year, due to the global pandemic, Hultprize organizing communities around the world, OAU inclusive, have had to figure out a way of adapting the events to the virtual space. This has been no small feat as we have encountered a wide range of challenges, from having bad network to even low turnout at events. But though discouraging, these happenings this year, due to the
schedule I strictly an entertainer, and I'm welcoming you all to Hultprize. I'm welcoming you to Hultprize. Okay, so my co-host is Peace and Dollar. My co-host is Peace and Dollar. I welcome you all to Hultprize. Okay, so we are going to be starting with we are going to be starting with a petty giveaway. Before then, I would
Wait.
like to okay. Before then, I want everybody's attention to be here. Please, I want you all to be with me. So, okay. So here I have we have headset to give. We also have flash. A lot of you are longing to have this. So we also have speakers, mini speakers, and we have power bank. I know a lot of you don't have lights in your house.
Can you
Nigeria,
me?
same way we don't have. But before the giveaway start, I would like to call on the Mr. President to give us a welcome address. We are sorry for the delay, sorry for delaying you, how things everything has to be um, together and everything has to be formal. Okay, so we are sorry for keeping you waiting. Thank you very much. So over to you.
Thank you. Before I actually start the speech, I thank everybody for. I want to thank all my community members for being part of this. Always, actually been at this stage. So this is with great pleasure and so much in my heart that I welcome you all to this one of event. It's been a long ride, but we are grateful to finally hold the campus events for the fourth consecutive time. Also, the world development in social relations change. COVID-19, Hultprize has been a benchmark. So since 2009, Hultprize has been a benchmark of especially influencing how the world has to work in the 21st century. Over the Hultprize has helped launch 500,000 startups and actually some SDGs. It provides a path for people which their innovative ideas that will impact the world. This day, Hultprize OAU is part of this movement. We welcome our amazing speakers, judges, the team that will participate, and of course, our awesome audience, and especially our organizing committee members. Thank you for all taking time out of your busy schedule to be here today. We do not take it for granted. Please sit back and watch this beautiful experience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That was Mr. President. We are very, very sorry. Okay? We break things down. So there's no connection. All right. So the next thing now is meeting the organization team. Meeting the organization team and special mention of all judges. Okay, so I guess I'll pass that to you. But please, Adola is not. I think
Hi everyone,
he's
I'm with
here.
you.
Okay.
Hello
Yeah,
everyone.
hello, please.
Good afternoon. Good morning. So thanks to everyone joining this wherever you are. Thanks for connecting. Thanks for being a part of this moment. We have amazing judges on board with us today, and we have amazing committees that has made this possible, right? So one of our judges is Amuson Shola. And we have Chidi Huwagu, we have Emeka Osai, we have Sheun Yusuf, we have Ogunbiyi Yusuf, and lots more judges. Amazing committees that has made this possible. We're supposed to be having a screen view of the judges alongside the teams, but let's move on. We have amazing teams. We have the campus director, who is the head of this whole event. With the head of this whole event, my apologies, sir. With the head of this event, we have Oluwa Yimika, the virtual coordinator. We have Timileyin, the digital marketer. We have Oluwa Tubosun. We have Oluwa Tubosun, that is our PR for this event, and other amazing team leads that we have. Thank you all for joining. Please sit back and enjoy the event. Thank you so much. Please, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Okay, so we have citation of, we have, up next we have the reading of citation, and that will be taken by Oluwafemi Habiano. Please, can we have you, Oluwafemi? Thank you for joining us. He's a part of the organizing committee and an amazing guy. Thank you for being a part of this moment. Can we have you take the citation, Oluwafemi Habiano?
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning,
Good
good
morning.
afternoon, and good evening from wherever part of the world you are joining us from. Okay, I'll be reading the citation. Firstly is Yusuf Ogunbiyi. Now, Yusuf Ogunbiyi is a trained agricultural economist with BSc from the University of Ibadan. He has worked across a broad range of functions: investment, research, consulting, product development, and currently serves as a technical assistant to the CEO of the Agricultural Investment Company in Nigeria. Now, in his spare and time, he likes to read articles or anything bordering on agriculture, economics, business, and policy formulation. So that's all we have about Yusuf Ogunbiyi. Now, the next judge we have is Sheun Yusuf. Sheun Yusuf. Now, Sheun Yusuf also is a well-rounded marketing and communications professional with experience in strategic brand building, business development, program management, and corporate responsibility leadership. It provides marketing support for InterSwitch B2B solution spanning Nigeria and East Africa. Okay, he is a co-founder of diverse success, not-for-profits, including BuildX Africa, where he envies his predilection for social enterprise. Outside his pursuit for personal and professional development, he enjoys traveling, having a great conversation, and running. That's all about Mr. Shehu Yusuf. And the third person we have on the list is Amuson Olushola. Amuson Olushola is an AI evangelist, an Unleash alumnus and global leader, the author of Are You Branded or Stranded? A global shaper of World Economic Forum, a member of the country's support mechanism of the Global Community Engagement and Resilience Fund in Nigeria, and is also the president of the 8th session of the African Youth and Governance Conference. Is passionate about social enterprise as a key to unlocking Africa's immense potential. In January 2018, he started building a high-impact AI program that has trained 1,000 plus junior AI experts on machine learning models, mostly using Python and R, getting the attention of Facebook, Microsoft, World Bank, and Amazon Web Service. Shola is very passionate about AI and is now the CEO of Covin Work International, which has been backed by Google, CS5 Capitals, and Amazon Web Service. So we'll be taking that short for Olushola. So that's all we have, and we have about the judges for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olafemi. Thank you for that. Thanks to all our amazing judges. And we really appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining this moment. So up next, we have the Team Hey pitch, and that would be the campus director. Please, I think you're in charge now. Do we have the campus director with us? Campus director, please.
Just in a while.
She said the campus director.
So do we have Team X with us? Team X, the team lead of Team X.
Yes.
Okay. Can we have your presentation, please?
Yes.
Did you read his name, man?
No, we're not just presenting things. Those guys are not. I can use it.
Oh, Salil Timothy, are you the team lead for Team X?
Oh no, I'm not.
The virtual coordinator, please, can we have the list of all the teams on the screen? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes, we
can.
can hear you.
Please, where are the teams? Team Superhero, where are you, please?
Yeah, Team Superheroes here.
Okay. Please, can we have your presentation? You only have 10 minutes for both presentation and judges' question and answer. So once it's 5 minutes, we are going to mute you. We are going to mute you automatically. So please ensure to follow up with the time.
Good morning, panel of judges, my co-participants, the audience, and my teammates. Before you this morning is by the name Ademili Desire Desiri, and I'm a representative for the Superheroes for the Hultprize 2020 Challenge, which titles Food for Good. Before I comment, we all know that food is a very essential part of human living. Food is anything we eat or drink, which gives us the vital nutrients to perform our daily functions. And this brings us to the fact that statistics state that about 9 million people die yearly due to hunger. And what could cause hunger? Food scarcity. And what causes food scarcity? It starts from the production. When during production and during post-production, farmers tend to waste a lot of food. This brings me to food wastage. Food wastage is a major cause of food loss, of food scarcity, which causes hunger. And it is stated that about 1/3 of food produced tends to waste. So our idea is basically to reuse, redo, and to recycle food waste. So this brings the idea that, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
So this brings the idea of reusing, and recycling waste. We all know that, for example, We used fruits and vegetables as a case study, whereby, for example, I made a practical on overripe or spoiled tomatoes, which can be used for ketchups. Most times when all this food tends to waste, we tend to throw them away. But with our idea, we know that when farmers produce, they tend to overproduce to cut costs or to cover losses. So there's no way we cannot have waste. We surely have waste, definitely. But another thing we have to do is that we should improve our way of storing and of storing goods after production. So the major problem is that we tend to waste too much food, which causes food scarcity, and then brings my co-mates who will talk more on the solution.
Can we have a co-mate for Team Superhero?
My name is Tosin Oluyemi. The problems my colleague has just highlighted, they are very, very um, rampant problems. So we're going to wipe through all the problems in just one blow by introducing the reuse, recycle, or repackage medium into the chain. What I mean is this: everything we produce as food might not be eaten or edible to animals, but in one way or the other, they can be useful to the society, the environment. For example, let me just use grains, for example. It's not every grain that is produced that might be used for human consumption. If humans can't eat them, animals can. If animals can't eat them, scientists can use them for every other thing that is needed. And if in the end it's not useful it's not edible, it's not useful to animals, we can convert them to energies so far as it's going to decay. So we can use them for energy. So what we are trying to say in essence is the solution we're trying to provide in essence is that if it can be eaten, it can be used. All we need to do is give it to those who can use it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Up to you, Isaac.
Thank you, Tosin. My name is Toluwani Isaac Oludare, and what my colleagues have been talking about are very important. The recycle reuse food cycle medium will affect every part of the food chain, from the production to the post-production to the consumption. So this brings up a lot of opportunities especially in the biotechnology sector, where in case of when the humans and animals can't eat the food treatment can occur for other purposes. And most importantly, we all know about climate change. Food wasted completely can also be converted into energy into green energy in the form of biogas that will reduce climate change, bring back and take us to and help us fight climate change. Thank you.
What happened? Tí ó bá ṣe sáfì ni kò ní kẹ̀ yí rárá. Kò ní dá àwọn pé bá ṣe sáfì ni bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó bá ti jẹ́ pòun ló bàjẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àfi tó bá ṣe kó lẹ́sì lára.
Okay, let's mute our microphone.
Admin, I think you need to mute everybody except those who are presenting.
Please mute yourself once you're done presenting. Do we have the host? Please take note. Is that all we have from Team Superhero?
Ma, we were told that we are going to share our PowerPoint, but we are unable to share it.
We are unable to share. We sincerely apologize. We're working on that at the moment. You'll be able to share.
Yeah, well, it's difficult if we don't share your PowerPoint. It's difficult to be able because you were breaking a lot.
Yeah.
You were breaking a lot, so we still need to see your PowerPoint. Otherwise, it'll be difficult to score you. So admin, if you can chill a little, admin can give you sharing rights, and you can just skip through your slides. Don't talk, just skip through it, so we can see something. Because I'm unable to determine your traction and some of the other things without your PowerPoint.
Sponsorship presentation. With
Right.
Teju Life, our MC will be taking that off now. So afterwards, we'll present your pitch deck. Good.
No worries. Okay, yeah. So thank you everybody. We are over to the giveaway session now. Okay, please, I want it to be very interactive. So if you are the one that won the giveaway, just chat it out, please. Okay, so I'm starting with Glow. No, I want to change my mindset. I'm using Airtel. No, MTN, I guess. MTN, I guess. MTN, okay, let's go. Let's go. Star, star, star is a magic. Do you know? Like, yes, star is a magic, and we have hunger too. So everything join. People that cook, we know, not people that buy food, but it's okay. It's allowed. Okay, okay. Okay, so the sponsor of our airtime is Indoors Mega Farm. So a big shout out to you, sir. You are a very kind person. You can still send money at this perilous time for giveaways. Sir, we need to see. My life need giveaway. So MTN, real quick, star 555 star 6231 3041. My mind is telling me people are not pressing this thing. Should we just scrap it? Okay, to the next thing then. Are you with me? All right. Star 455 star 6231 3041 8754 71689. Who is our winner? Please let me check that chat. Who is our winner? Please. Is there a winner?
I won it.
Who? Who?
I did. I did.
Who?
I did.
You
Please
did.
raise your hand.
You did. You are from which city?
Ocean State.
Ocean State. And you won. Wow. May you be winning. Okay. Let's go to Airtel. Please, what do they use in dialing Airtel? What was it? Star Wars. What is your problem? Any star? Any star? Any star? I'm calling Airtel now. Do we have anyone using Airtel here? Is there anyone using Airtel? Okay, no, nobody. So let's go to Glow. I don't like. I'm even confused. I don't know where the Airtel card is again.
Please look for the Airtel card though.
Oh no, I will not help your situation. Over to Glow. I'm not doing Airtel again. Glow now. Glow star 123 star Abby. Is glow *123? Good. *123 *88464 88464. Wait, am I a fool? Let me even say be dialing it now. Both of us was win the giveaway. It's okay. 88464 84930 88388. 88464 84930 88388. Who is the winner? Who is the winner? Nobody? What's going on? I did not call it very well. It has been used. And by who? You see, we are not loyal. This is where the problem lies. Who is the winner? Indicate now. Who is the person? Eh? Eh? Who is the person?
Okewumi Paul.
Let Okewumi Paul talk by maybe him or herself. Talk. It's not easy. Talk. Talk. Let us hear your voice. Unmute yourself and talk. Talk. We will file this thing against you.
Don't worry, let's move on. I think it's shy. It doesn't
It's shy, Abi. You are winning our things. You are shy. It's okay.
I want the card.
You want the card, Abi?
All right. Thank you for
Thank you.
winning our giveaway.
Though I'm not happy you won, but thank you. Over to Ete. Over to Ete now. Do we have anyone using Ete? Yes. Good. Okay. I don't know the code. After pressing the star whatever 1179 63 19 Hultprize has really tried this year. No. In fact, this year has been a very dangerous year. This year has been so crazy. Don't tell me that I will be Milejo. You know what my eyes see this year. Poverty came to visit me. Poverty came with full package. I didn't even answer. I was like, Poverty, what do you want to come and do? You say, bro, that side tight. I said, your side tight, it's okay. So because of that, I'll call 4, 9, 7, 4, 4, 3, 5. Who is the winner? Who?
Who's our winner?
Thank you. I won the card.
Thank you. Thank you for winning our card.
Okay, real quick before I even
the last one.
Before I even call the last one, I want to give out this power bank.
Hey.
I want to give out this power bank.
We need one big question.
Yes. Before it can't go for free. It can't just go like that.
Who wants to win a power bank?
Yeah, this is the question. This is the question for the winner of the power bank.
What year was Hultprize started?
No, I'm not even asking. Don't worry. How many milliampere is this power bank? And I'm counting down. It's better you unmute yourself now. Some people want to screenshot and check.
6,600. 6,600 mAh. 6,600 mAh.
5,000.
6,600 mAh.
Yeah.
5,000.
6,600 mAh.
Nobody got it.
6,600.
I said I'm the judge. Yeah, nobody is winning. Is it easy?
6,600.
Okay. Please. What's your name first?
Who's
What's
name?
your name?
What's your name?
Yetunde.
Yetunde, are you a girl?
No, I'm a female.
What are you, Yetunde?
I'm a female.
You are a female. What's the difference between female and girl? You see, you will lose this power. What's between female and girl? It's okay. Thank you for joining. You have the power back. We'll get
Oh,
it
thank
next year.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
And
My
finally,
full my full name is Owolabi Yetunde for record sake.
okay, no
Thank
problem.
you.
We'll come back to that. We don't have we don't have much time to waste. I will call the last recharge card here now.
Sorry,
And
can we
that
move on to the presentation, Team Superhero? Then we should hold on.
what do you say?
Can we hold on that for now?
Okay, no problem.
Yes,
Let's
please.
move to the
Thank you so much.
what about
So we have a lot of giveaways. So guys, please stay tuned to the event. So Team Superhero,
you
can we
can
have your slides?
All right, ma. I'll send it now.
Thank you.
reading of first Peter citation. Reading of first Peter citation, and that's by I don't
No.
know.
We had a clinch a minute ago, so we are getting that resolved now. After
What did
this,
you say?
sorry, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Team Superhero will be sharing their screen with us now. Afterwards, we'll be having the citation taken by Muyolua.
Okay. What do you want to do now? I can't hear that
We are having a presentation right now.
right now. Okay, good.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Ma, so am I going to start again from the beginning? Okay. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good morning, panel of judges, my co-participants, my teammates, and the audience. Before you is by the name Ademili Desire Desiree, and I'm a representative of the Superheroes team for the Hultprize 2021 challenge, which is titled Food for Good. We all know that food is a very vital and important thing for the human being. Food is anything we eat or drink, either solid lipid that adds value and helps us to function properly as human beings. Without food, we cannot carry out our daily activities. That's why food is very, very much important for living of human beings, for all living organisms, in fact. But statistics shows that about 9 million people die yearly of hunger. Why is this so? Is it due to negligence of human being or ignorance? No. It's just due to because of one thing: food scarcity. Food scarcity is a major cause of hunger. And what causes food scarcity? It all boils down to what? To food wastage. Most times after production and post-production, farmers tend to waste a lot of food. About 1/3 of food produced yearly are being wasted, or they are overstored, or they are left to waste. That's why most of the food that are being processed are not enough to cater for the population of people of the world. That's why we have to first go down to it and battle out with food wastage. This brings up our idea, which says reuse, redo, and recycle. If we can ensure that the food being wasted are being converted to other sources of energy, then we will ensure that the energy being wasted can also be used by human beings for other purposes. And sometimes foods that are spoiled or overripe can be used for other sources of food, which I made mention of what? Tomatoes, overripe tomatoes or spoiled tomatoes that are considered wasted, which can be converted to what? Tomato ketchups. But now this boils down to my next teammate who's going to talk about the major problems facing us and will shed more light on the idea. Thank you. Hello, can I be it? Tosi.
Oh, I'm very sorry. My network is not that very good. So, I want to talk more about this solution we are providing. It's a very obvious solution, but the real part of the work is, I'm very sorry for that. But the real part of the work is collecting the about to be wasted food. You see, not every food that is not edible to human beings is not useful. The fact that we can't eat it doesn't mean we can't use it. So, what we're actually doing is trying to collect every food that is going to be wasted. Maybe because it's in the hand of people who can't use it or who don't have the resources to use them for different purposes. I believe there is nothing natural that is supposed to be wasted, and that's what this idea is based on. If there is anything that is produced naturally, we're supposed to use them for one purpose or the other. So the fact that we can't convert them to human food or animal feed doesn't mean they should be wasted. And one of the things the world is using them for is energy. That's very, very obvious. But that's not the only thing we can use food for. I believe I'm carrying everybody along. That's not the only thing we can use food for. So, in this order that the superhero team has listed, the first thing is we should consider the about to be wasted food if it can still be consumed by human beings. That's the priority. Then the next thing in the list, if it can be used by human beings, it can be used by animals or by insects or by fishes to as food. If the second priority cannot be achieved, then we can take it to the laboratory and see any other thing we can extract from them. And if this third one cannot be achieved, then we go back to the last one, which is energy. And by estimates, the next speaker is going to talk about this very well. If this can be done efficiently, we can achieve this SDG goal that we should have we should cut the world food wastage by half. Thank you very much. Up to you, Isaac.
Thank you very much, Tosin. I'm Ludari Toluwani Isaac. Yeah, in summary, the redo, reuse, recycle will cut across every part of the food chain, from the production to the post-production, and even onto the consumption. A lot of opportunities will open up due to this idea. We should talk about the biotechnology sector. Farming will get better. Food will get to who it is meant to get to. People that are hungry will be able to get food to eat because food wastage reduce. And more importantly, now we everywhere hear about climate change, net zero emissions. A lot of it comes out of methane, which comes out of food waste. So if we can do this well, starting in food consumption stage and take it to the right place where it can be converted to biogas and we have renewable energy in form of heat and even electrical energy, climate change will be fought, and we'll be able to come to the world goal of net zero emissions in the nearest future. Thank you very much.
Okay, can we ask questions now?
All right, thank you, Team Superheroes. Yes, please, we can have question sections now for Team Superhero.
Okay, hi, Team Superheroes. Well done and great. Well done for the effort. So, quick question. I liked your you redo, reuse, and the third caption, recycle. My question is, are you focusing on a particular kind of food first? Because there seems to be, you are spread across the entire value chain. So for instance, my question is, if I would have loved to see an example to say, so number of tons of tomatoes are produced in a year, and so waste. But if I can grab this from the farm, from the production, then I can use this to produce so, and feed so number of people. If I recollect clearly, you talked about 9 million people dying from hunger, right? So how does that particular part, help in reducing that number. Do you understand? That's one. Then two, I'm interested in what's the business model around this, because it seems to be so broad, so I'm not really very clear on that. Thank you.
Yeah. In terms of, I gave tomato as a case study because actually tomato cannot be the only thing used. You can also use fruits too. For example, you can use grape too. So it can actually help you reduce most times most food are wasted. Actually, every food which we produce tend to waste because farmers tend to overproduce. You get that? So if you can actually reduce the rate at which food is wasted by, number one, if you can get better storage facilities, if that doesn't work, then we'll convert, that's why I said we'll convert the foodstuffs to other renewable sources of energy if they are no more edible. If they are still edible, if they're edible enough, we'll use them and convert it to other sources of food. But if they're no more edible, for so-called for the human's health, they will be converted to other forms of energy.
Okay, but I'm still just curious. It seems to be so broad. Are you starting with a particular line of food item, or we're starting with two or three or one, and then it would have been nice to hear numbers, from that. Also, so tons, they produce also tons in a year. Do you understand what I mean? Then that gives us an idea of, what that can become. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does. It does.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. We are not starting large. It's like a vision, but we are going to start small, like in the consumption process. Like when food is wasted everywhere around us, you can start from there. That's very easy. The consumption everywhere food is wasted and put in dustbins. You can separate it from other wastes. And a business model comes from the fact that there are companies that are involved in biogas and this thing. They might need transportation for the waste in question to get to the companies. That's a business model.
Yeah, hello, this is Olushola here. I don't know if you can hear me all. I'm trying to share my screen just for the rest of you that's going to present, because the question that my colleague is asking just now, and hi, Emeka, so good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you.
So the question is asking you is because some of the key things we're looking at today is your wow factor, your traction, your team, your idea, and your impact. Part of that traction is, have you created an MVP of this? Have you converted this food, or is just all in the idea stage? Have you converted? Do you know how much it will cost in the market for a gram or a kilogram or ton?
Sorry, Mr. Lushola, we can't hear you.
For or we try to biogas, you're going to be losing. Okay, you're going to be losing entire points if you are not able to touch each of these items. That's all I wanted to say. All right, so I'm just showing you the scorecard again. I hope you guys can see it shared on my screen. If not, I would ask that the admin to share the scorecard so everybody's aware of what we're going to be measuring you on, because some of you haven't touched on your traction, a couple of other things like that. All right. Yeah, I know my internet is also sketchy where I am, so I think we just try to manage each other.
Hello, Mr. Lushola, okay, I think he's out.
I'm right here. I'm here.
Okay. Mr. Adesanya, please, do we have you
here?
here? Do you have any? Okay, sir. Do you have any question for Team Superheroes?
Yeah, I already asked my question.
Mr. Adesoya. I believe he's with us. He's also one of our judges. Okay, so let's move on. If that is all with Team Superhero. So up next, we're having citation readouts by Muyoluwa. Muyoluwa, are you with us? Please, can we have you, please?
Yes, please, I'm with you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can
All
everyone hear
right, so I'm
Muyoluwa?
taking the
Yes, we can hear you.
okay, so I'm taking the citation of three of our judges. We have Emeka Osai. Emeka Osai is a social entrepreneur focused on designing and implementing solutions that address the curriculum gaps in Nigeria higher institutions with the goal of ensuring young people gain the required employability, entrepreneurial, and technological skills to compete in the 21st century. Emeka Osai has over 10 years experience working in the areas of youth unemployment. As the project lead for Inceptum, he has organized the Nigerian Campus Enterprise Challenge, Wake Up and Smell the Coffee Summit, as well as numerous hackathons, including the US Embassy-sponsored Disability Inclusion Hackathon, a first on the Nigerian campus. Emeka Osai is interested in launching innovation, creative spaces that create an enabling environment for young people to learn 21st century skills. Then we have Elijah Shokenu. Elijah Shokenu is the growth lead at Students Build, where he helps early stage startups around the world train, match, and manage remote interns from Africa. He's currently focused on supporting the thriving technology ecosystem in Africa, starting with talent, then funding later on. Then we have Olatunde Victor Adeoluwa. Olatunde Victor is a youthful entrepreneur with high passion to help men realize their dreams. He achieves this as a serial techpreneur through his fields of passion, vis-a-vis agri-tech, fintech, health tech, ICT, and edtech, and has a social impact across the SDG 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. Is the co-founder of Extra Mile Africa, a fintech building a robust MSMEs financing ecosystem across Africa with over 160,000 users and over 300 team members, ambassadors, and staffs. He is the founder of digitalized sales and distribution brand Salesforce X, which helps African SMEs, companies, and organizations get proper positioning and entrance into the market, as well as build large sales force and affiliates for various purposes. Thank you.
Thank you, Moyoliwa. Thanks to all our amazing judges for joining this movement. We really, really appreciate everyone. So up next, we'll be having the next team, which is Team Delicious. I believe that is the right pronunciation. Team Delicious, please can we have your presentation? Who is the team before Team Delicious?
I am.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, please. Thank you and good day. Food, water, and air have always fueled human life force, and they do not exist in isolation. Over the years, the quality and production of nutritious food have been dwindling at an exponential rate. This has driven people to depend on junks as they are convenient and easier to access. When we think about agriculture, our thoughts go towards an open field of crops on every side. This has been the practice over time, which it has occasioned the inability to meet demands due to common biotic factors, exponential increase in population, and decrease in usable fertile land for famine. All these trigger food insecurity.
Our solutions: controlled environment agriculture, also known as greenhouse farming, which allows for year-round production of food, irrespective of seasons or geographic locations. The luscious greenhouse is a controlled facility that allows for the growth of crops outside the natural domain. The greenhouse system stabilizes the growth environment by buffering the biological factors such as pH, sunlight, nutrient requirements, temperature, humidity, to give a proper growing environment for the plants. This is all done with the aid of advanced machines that serve as substitutes to the natural aromatic factors required for plant growth and development. Example is LED light that serves as a substitute to sunlight. As we all know, sunlight is a major component of plant photosynthesis, but physics has made this for us. Through light spectrum, it has been proven that only the red and blue spectrum gotten from the sun actually
Baby, from
enables
the
plant
current noise, we can't hear you
photosynthesis.
clearly.
Sorry, ma.
If you can move on now.
You need to turn off one of your audios. You have two mobile phones or two devices
Yes.
on. Just mute one of
Okay,
them.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Oh.
I was talking about LED light, which is used as a substitute for sunlight in place of photosynthesis. It has been proven that only two spectrums are gotten that is needed for photosynthesis are the red and blue light. So the scientists made an invention by making use of red and blue light into LED frames instead of using fluorescent light, which had been used previously, in order to make this issue of photosynthesis work. Greenhouse system has been proven to be effective and efficient in high level of production and high quality food produce due to total utilization of all resources, especially space.
We can't hear you. Okay.
Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people. The number of people within the working age range of 15 to 64 is 116 million.
Please do not be distracted. Present, even though you have noise on the internet, do not be distracted.
And 18.1% of this population are unemployed. Target is 42,000 households in Nigeria. The target audience is people of the teenage, adults, and aged groups. The aim is to also target all working class, especially those that earn less than the newly approved minimum wage. Marketing affects image, awareness, and propensity to buy. On that note, the following marketing strategies will be adopted. 1. A physical retail marketplace.
Virtual coordinator, please mute everyone. Please, while we are pitching our idea, if you know you're not talking and your mic is on, we can actually just mute it so that we can enjoy ourselves better. Thank you. Please go on.
Marketing affects image, awareness, and propensity to buy. On that note, the following marketing strategies will be adopted. 1. A physical retail marketplace called a farmers market, where goods or produce will be sold directly to the consumers and leveraging trade fairs or exhibitions. Online advertising, use of social media and online forums, good products communication, use of targeted prints and mass media for advertisements and promotion, through conference, seminars, webinars, and health talks. House-to-house delivery, strategic reduction in prices to beat grocery stores, direct marketing model.
Our profits can be generated through the following. Our profits can be generated through the following: selling of our products to consumers directly, lending spaces to farmers who also sell products similar to ours, requested house-to-house delivery. Our only competition is farmers who operate in large-scale farming system. The competitive advantage we have over them are plant security, which include pest control and protection from animal and climate influence, in which there's little or no dependency in climate and season, as well as high level of productivity in comparison, with open field.
Our objectives include production of fresh, wholesome, and great tasting fruits and vegetables all year round, creating job opportunities for the working populace. Our mission is to fill the fruits and vegetables demand and supply gap in urban and peri-urban areas, not forgetting to tackle hunger with our nutritious and organically produced vegetable products. We envision to be Nigeria's leading integrated fruits and vegetables company. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Delicious. Are we done? Is that all we have for us?
Yes.
Okay, so now we can move into the question and answer section. We have Mr. Olushola Amuson on board. We have Akishade Olalekon, Mr. Yodeji Balogun, Elijah Sukonun, Sheun Yesufu. Please, do we have questions for Team Delicious?
Yeah. So my question is, well done, Tim. Delicious. When I heard delicious, I thought it was food or something, like, okay, but since we're talking about food, I'm just curious, since the theme is food for good, what makes you very different from a normal business that's opening? Because I was looking for that and I saw that on your slide where you talked about greenhouse labor and all of that. What makes you different from, let's say, the place or another food place? Because you're supposed to be like a company for social good. See, you are involved in the production from the greenhouse farming, if I'm correct, all the way to selling in the market. So how does that help the 42,000 households? Is it that they're buying the food cheaper from you? Are you getting people to be distributors? Maybe people who are marginalized people, or is it women? How does that become food for good? What makes it different from a normal commercial venture?
Well, our major aim is consumer satisfaction. That's what makes us different from others. Also, we hope to make the food not just available, but affordable as well.
Okay, can you show me like an example? Like ask if you heard the other time I said as well. So if a kilogram of tomatoes or cucumbers or whatever is this amount, by doing this, by Team Delicious involved in this, and we understand the value chain, it will be reduced to this X amount of. Do you understand? Like,
yes, I understand, sir. Well, concerning that aspect, we'll also have to take in factors regarding the production level. Although we can't guarantee a big difference in the price from the normal price range from what you get from open farms to that got in a greenhouse, but what we can guarantee is the quality. And we'll make sure that our customers are paying for what they get without any form of extortions.
Okay, I'm just wondering, in the economy in which you operate, where poverty is really, really high, is really, really quality the concern of the hungry people? I mean, you're a student, right? You know how school works. When your pocket money is finishing, you know, you're moving
Yes,
from
sir.
give me 3 pieces of meat in that place in your SUB to 2 pieces of meat to 1 piece and say, just give me rice and, you know, do you understand? So for food for good, is quality really the thing people are looking for right now? Is that I'm just curious, you know, as in, I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Okay. Well, sir, about that aspect, I, for a person, I noticed that people around, they only make do with what they have. We only get, when we see that, okay, this is what is in the market, we can't start arguing with a tomato seller that I don't like how your tomatoes look. But I believe when people are faced with the choice of having something quality to something cheap, and they know that, wow, something in them will surely push them that, okay, this thing looks good. I want something good. Everyone wants something good. That's just the major principle.
Okay, I'll let the other judges.
Hello, Team Delicious. Khadija here, speaking for Ayodeji Balogun. I must say, I like that you guys came to the competition with your slides, and it's been interesting listening to you all. But I'm
Thank you.
concerned I mean, like your business proposition or your business type is saying that you're going to be having to store food, right? Quality, to assure quality and as well affordability, right? That's if I'm
Yes.
How do you intend for this storage, right? If you're looking at scaling and the capacity that you want to cater for, how do you ensure storage for this? I mean, what are your plans for, especially for perishables, food items on your cart? What are your plans for that? I don't think you highlighted that, or you are even aware of that dynamics, especially in this part of the world. So please, can you throw in more light on that?
All right. Thank you. The team name is Delicious. Thank you.
I apologize.
We are,
Delicious.
yeah, thank you. The plan is to get from, in terms of excess goods, there's going to be a survey, a constant survey of rural areas where, because most of the plants, most of the goods there, the rural is in the rural areas that those farmers, the small scale farmers, they produce most of those goods. So there's going to be a constant survey of those places, and in times of surplus, we plan to preserve them through natural methods. For example, using tomatoes as example, we're going to be, in terms of the preservation, is just the boiling aspect we'll be doing, and they will be stored in airtight containers, which can make them last for 6 months. We are not going to be adding any preservatives, except if at all needed. Is the minimal amount that is acceptable that will be added. So in that case, we'll get from the small scale farmers, we'll store them. We're not going to be keeping them like that. We're going to be storing them naturally. And then if we realize there's also surplus from our side, we'll be storing them through those methods.
So a 6 months storage capacity is what you're proposing, right? So anything other than
in terms of tomatoes, it can be stored for up to 6 months. But for perishable, tomatoes are also perishable. For other perishable fruits and vegetables, because we're also working with fruits, we are going to be making them into smoothies and selling them out to other people that make products like that. Yes, through the use of processors, we'll be making them into smoothies naturally. We won't be adding any, yes, or we won't be adding additives or preservatives. So they will be produced naturally, just that.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to get your plan on that. I think I'll make do with your answer for now.
Thank
Uh,
you.
okay. All right, mic check. This is Laycon. Okay, quite all right. I think it's been an interesting conversation. So I actually have a lot of questions, but I will try as much as possible to stay within the borders of the judging criteria. So the first question is your team, right? What's your experience in doing this in your proposal? Have you done it before? Do you have special, any kind of specialty in this area? That's my first question. So you can answer that first. Before I move to the next.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So when you
In
say you,
terms,
okay.
yes, for example, in terms of the tomatoes aspect, we've tried that and it stays for, it lasts for 6 months. We've tried from that. The fruits too, we've tried that aspect in terms of the smoothies and preparation we have. So we are sure the right preservation.
Okay. All right, cool. So now talking about storage, right? So yeah, you have the agriculture produce, you've been able to store them. But what's your plan for distribution? Can you just, I'm not sure I saw that in your presentation. Can you just walk us through what's the process for distribution? Because I understand that if you're making agriculture produce in the rural areas, right? The fact is your consumer or your customers will most likely be some few kilometers away, right? So what's your process of distribution? Can you just walk us through that process also, just to explain in more detailed your distribution mechanism?
Well, concerning the aspects of distribution, like we all said, like we mentioned before, we plan on having a website, just like take for instance Jumia, so that people that are far away from us, maybe in urban cities that have access to internet, can order online. We make it available for them to order online. We have a logistic team that will be able to deliver those goods to them. Now, in rural areas, well, because we know for sure not all of them will have access to internet. And even if we say, okay, hotline, not all of them also has access to phones. That is where the issue of distributors come in. We target certain places, like those different places. We have people in mind, okay, can you reach this place that we're talking about then? Fine.
Okay, all right. Thanks for clarifying on that. Thank you. That's all for now from my side.
All right, thank you, Team Delicious. Please, do we have any other question for Team Delicious? Okay, I think we are good. Team X. Team X, please, can we have your presentation? Can anybody hear me, please? Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you. Team X speaking.
Okay, yeah, with us. Can we have a presentation, please?
All right. Please. All right. Can you hear us?
Yes, clearly.
All right. So hi everyone. My name is Toba, and teaching with me is my teammate, Amazing Grace. And we're here to tell you about an idea our team came up with. We called it family. Did you know that about half of the food produced by farmers in Nigeria goes entirely to waste? It's majorly caused by bad food distribution. People are not getting the food they want. Our farms are being ravaged by pests and diseases. and farmers, especially those who are just starting out, they have a problem detecting these diseases. Obviously, that's the problem. And finally, let's not lie to ourselves. Ever since the advent of petrol, aka black gold, the good jobs have been hard to find in the agri sector, and the youths are running away from agri-related fields. I mean, who can blame them, right? But what if there was a way, and I've been to address these three key problems to food insecurity and agricultural unemployment all in one platform? Well, that's where family comes in. Amazing Grace.
We are building a platform that creates a connection between the farmers and the agricultural experts for consultancy and consumers for sales. We use artificial intelligence to detect diseases by combining machine learning algorithms to give correct prediction with high accuracy. In 2017, 50% of the food was required to have wasted, and that accounted for 2.7 trillion naira in losses annually since then. Studies have shown that food wastage is estimated to rise to 62% in 2020 given the COVID-19 pandemic. Why wait for products coming from miles away if you can get them from farmers nearby? Toba.
To be honest, it's not good if we have a great idea and it has no striking impact on our economy. That's why I'm happy to tell you that family would help in curbing unemployment in the agricultural sector. It also helps in reducing poverty to an extent by reducing the losses farmers make. And to top it off, it will do its fair share in eradicating extreme hunger among the masses. We are just trying to make the agricultural community a global family.
There's a total addressable market of 50 million plus, including farmers, agricultural experts, wholesalers, and retailers in West Africa alone. And there's a served available market to be 2 million plus, and a shared market to be available to our platform as 30%.
To be honest, we agree that there's nothing new under the sun, and there are existing platforms like Verdant and Thrive Agric that are doing something similar to what we have. But what makes us very unique is our ability to help the farmer detect plant diseases using artificial intelligence and also giving farmers the direct and easy access to their customers. We know having a minimum viable product is essential to showing how serious we are in doing what we are doing. And that's why I'm happy to say that we have a working Android application that we can use to do all these things that we want to do. Or they say a work in progress, but it is doing the minimum function that it's supposed to do. We would use a delivery pipeline that would allow our programming code to flow consistently from the build stage to the production stage. And we also reach out to farmers, the associations, and different community leaders to help us identify committed farmers that will be committed to our project.
We estimate for our revenue and model pricing, we estimate 2,000 users paying a minimum of 2,000 naira a month, and we can get an annual revenue of 48 million naira. Imagine generating such a revenue from a developing country like Nigeria alone, whereas we are looking to push our products to countries that are technology ready and that have the environment set up to accommodate our products, and that alone boosts revenue by 400% and users by another 500%. We also will be getting a percentage from transactions that happen between the farmer and the consumers. For our lifetime value, we estimate 40,000 naira for each user. Toba.
And as the saying may go, behind every good idea is a good team. Although that might not be true, but we have a lineup of diverse and committed individuals in our team. We have software developers, machine learning engineer, and a data scientist. And as a plus, Amazing Grace here is a student of the Faculty of Agric and is a final year student, so he has some knowledge of the agricultural sector. That will be all from Amazing Grace and I. We really do hope you consider being a part of the family. Thank you very much for listening. That will be all.
Thank you, Team X. Thank you. That was very wonderful presentation. Amazing. Please, we have any question for Team X? Judges, please.
Team Hex, what exactly are you selling? Information, access to markets, or what exactly are you selling with that mobile app? That's number one. Number two, I strongly suggest you have someone in sales and marketing in your team. Finally, I think it was a great presentation. I like the fact that you touched and you seem to know your numbers. So, but I need to know what exactly is this product?
Okay. So if I can answer that, I don't know if you can hear me, sir. Family is a platform where farmers connect with their consumers.
So it's a marketplace. That's all I need to know.
So
Thank you. Do you hear
so
me? I
say a
said
farmer
it's
has
a marketplace.
just harvested some crops. He
Yeah.
would already take your product and to
I think our teammates might have some network issues.
So what
hello?
family is trying to can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go on.
All right, I think our teammate is having network issues. So what family is just trying to do is that we're trying to bring the farmers in close contact with the consumers, those that will be needing their products. We're trying to bring them as close as possible using the app, and not only that, but the farmers will be able to like detect plant diseases, like what's the problem affecting their crops. They'll be able to use the app by just taking a picture of the plant disease and to automatically tell them what is wrong. And if they're not able to do that, there will be an option to consult an agricultural expert, which should be freelanced through the app.
So this is a diagnosis. So this is a diagnosis app, not a marketplace, or it's both a diagnosis app.
It is a diagnostic. It is a diagnostic app, and also to bring the farmers to the market.
So you're achieving two things: access to market and also diagnostics.
Yes, it's like a farmer's personal assistant, if you will.
So
you
are
need
they
to
going to
decide
be
which one
trading
is
on the
really
app?
your. Why this is important is that it has everything to do with the success of your business model.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I actually kept quiet because I thought there was another judge trying to ask a question about, whether they'll be trading on your app or something. I don't know what that question
Yes,
exactly
yes.
was.
I was asking that if they're going to be trading on the app.
Yeah, all transactions will happen on the app where the consumer will find farmers that are close to them or farmers that have products that they have, and all transactions will go on the application itself.
Did you take into consideration that quite a number of these farmers are not very literate, and as such, how they are going to be navigating towards the through the app? How did you intend to?
All right. If you go back to this slide here, I mentioned that we'll have to reach out to farmers associations and community leaders, and in this step also we'll also be having trainings that will be telling the farmers how they will be able to use the apps. And if one farmer can know how to use the app, we'll be able to tell his colleagues also how they could also use the app too. And the app is as the user interface of the app is also easy enough that you can just learn it on the go.
All right.
Okay. I'm just curious. One second. I'm just wondering. So, in a nutshell, you are an e-commerce platform. Am I correct?
We're not entirely. We're not totally into the e-commerce. It's just for making the farmers like have access to their consumers, and like the payment is just going to be in form of the subscription. The consumers and the farmers, they will subscribe to the application service. So that's just all they have to pay. So there's no big e-commerce function going on there. It's just a subscription service.
Yeah, but there's commerce going on there. So
well, we can call it embedded finance. I think that's
okay. I'm just curious also as well. If you have food for good, because I'm coming from my social enterprise background, I'm wondering, you want to cut out the middleman. You want to cut out that. Are you going to do more goods?
We're not entirely cutting out the middlemen. In fact, we're making the work easier for the middlemen. The wholesalers are those buying from the farmers that are producing their crops in bulk and they're selling to the retailers or the direct consumers. So the wholesaler is able to get easy access to the farmers. If I am in Ocean State and I'm looking for tomato to buy, I don't have to go all the way to Kaduna because that's the only way I need to sell tomatoes. I can just search through the app for whoever is selling tomatoes around Ocean State. So that will eliminate the cost of transportation from Kaduna bringing it to Ife. So that will make it easier for me as a wholesaler, as the middleman between the farmer and the retailer or the direct consumer.
Okay, so I want tomatoes, I pay. Then who transports it? You guys?
No, the transport is between the farmer and the wholesaler. Is
Okay, so how do we go
both of them.
against fraud? For instance, how do we what's the right word? I'm trying to look for the word. How do I ensure that okay, somebody pays for something and he gets it on your platform, you know? So I pay for 2 tons of tomatoes or whatever, and then it doesn't come to me, and somebody just posts a picture.
That's why we decided to move through the farmers associations, because that's the best way we could think of getting trusted farmers that could be safe to market with. The farmers associations and the community leaders of various communities.
Okay. I just say just be careful. Shall I ask a very valid question? What are you selling? Because it seems like you're doing it's a bit mixed. So you want to validate your market, maybe we're doing one first or something, and then along the line you introduce an additional service. I'm just saying off the top of my head. Nobody knows what we work actually. Thank you. Well done. Great slides. And you've added a team. I think it's well. Your slides are neat. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. So I also have a question. This is Lakon. So, I mean, you guys have a very, very interesting presentation, I must say. But I'm also wondering, you have a lot of features, right, in what you've pitched. But the question is, first off, maybe this will help give us more clarity. What exactly is your minimum viable product? So if you want to go to the market today, what are you taking to the market? That's my first question. So I think you can answer that, then I'll go to the next question. So you're going to the market now. What's your minimum viable product?
The minimum viable product we are going to be taking to the market is the Android application that we talked about. It's just going to be an app that you install on your phone that you just connect to the internet and use, and that's it. We have it working now, although there are some bugs that we still need to fix, and it's a work in progress, but we can do it.
So Toba, I mean, I have a lot of applications on my phone. So what exactly is this application you're talking about? So, I mean, a product, right, needs to meet a need. So maybe I should rephrase that question. What exactly is your product going to be? What need is your product going to be meeting? I mean, you just said an Android application. I mean, there are 1,100 applications on different people's phone. So what exactly is that application? What need is it going to be meeting?
The need is going to tailor. It depends on what parts you are coming from. You could either be coming as a farmer, as a consumer, or as an agricultural expert. As a farmer, you would want to sell your products. So that's what you would use the app to do, to market your products to more consumers that are close to you. And as a consumer, you'd have easy access to farmers that also want to sell their products to you. So it's like selling between farmers and to their customers, and between customers and to the farmers. And also that, I also mentioned the agricultural experts also. I mentioned we are going to be freelancing jobs from the agricultural experts to the farmers. So if you have a problem with your crops and anything like that, you could just consult the agricultural experts on the platform. So this is providing jobs to these agricultural experts, as well as giving help. As well as giving help to the farmers.
The agricultural experts will also get paid for each consultancy that they offer on the to farmers.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, guys. But really, I think that's a lot of features, right? And the question is, if you're going to the market now, so it means that if you're going to the market now, you're building an app, you're literally trying to convince the farmers and the consumers to use your app. You're also trying to get the freelancers, right, to quickly come and register on your app. And off the top of my head, I'm thinking, how possible is that going to be, right? But I really think that you have a great idea, right? But I really think you need to start with one, all right? Okay, so creating an application that can connect the buyer, all right, of agriculture produce to the seller of agriculture produce, right? And that takes me to the next question, but for time, I wouldn't want to take you up on that, which is why would a farmer, so I'm a farmer, why would I use your application? Or so I'm a consumer, why would I use your application, right? Those are questions that, but for time, I don't think you really need to go into that. Also, you guys talked about diagnostic, which is quite interesting to me. You talked about how you're going to use artificial intelligence, right, to be able to help, in diagnosing, farm produce. And the question that comes to the fore there is, how do you intend to do that? I mean, there are 1001 farm produce. And from my understanding of artificial intelligence, there's virtually no way one model, right, will be able to detect, issues that happen to do with different plants. So which means, so the question is, what exactly is the farm produce that your AI will be able to diagnose? All right. And how do you intend to train that model, right? What are the pictures? I mean, I hope you won't tell us that you're taking pictures from the US to train your model and trying to apply it in Nigeria. Definitely it won't work, right? So those are all the questions, but I just need you guys, I mean, you might not have all the answers now, but I just need you guys to think about it. And another idea that I think to also share with you guys is perhaps your platform can also help, can also have a crowdsourcing functionality, right? A crowdsourcing functionality where farmers, all right, can be able to even submit pictures of their different produce, right? Because I tell you, I think there's a distracting noise somewhere. Because I tell you, okay, because I tell you, as an AI engineer myself, I understand that one of the challenges that we face, right, when it comes to building models, right, is data, right? So I think one of the things you can probably do, sorry, I think there's a distraction from smart person. You can help us.
Sorry, please, can you mute that person?
All right, thank you very much. So I really think perhaps if one of the things you can, infuse into your application can be for, yes, you've been able to reach farmers. Perhaps those farmers can also help in contributing to data, to the pool of data that you need to train your, your model. So you tell them, okay, guys, can you just give us pictures of different purple that you have, the good ones, the bad ones, perhaps that can also help, right, in building a very good model that can help in diagnostic. I mean, that's just an additional idea I think that can help you. But like I said, it's important you know what is the product, what are you going to the market with? You want to go to the market now, right? What are we taking to the market? It is very, very important. And I don't think you guys have figured that out yet, but it's very, very important. But overall, thank you very much. It's a very brilliant presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Team X. I believe we are done now. Judges, can we move on to the next on the agenda?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think that's a yes. So we have something for you guys. Give away time. So get ready to win something. So that will be taken by our MC, Teju Life. Please, can we have you, Teju Life?
Come back.
Sorry about that.
We are in for the giveaway. And please, I want us to be conscious of time. Please, I want us to be conscious of time. The speakers and our big judges. Please. Okay. So the next thing will be when I don't even know why there is much giveaway like this. Hultprize will be a corporate organization. Well, it's okay. I want to give out a flash. In fact, I'm giving out two. Is it two flash or two flashes? May we not be put to shame on a live video. Okay, so please, are you laughing or there's a question I would like to
MC, Teju Life, can we see your face, please?
You want to see my face?
Yes, people are curious. They want to know who you are. No, we can't see you.
Knowing me is a very big deal. Knowing me is a big deal. It's not easy to know me. Even me, I'm looking for an opportunity to know me. I don't know myself. Okay. Yeah. Well done. Now the question is where
Yes. Can you see me?
it's okay, don't be angry. Some of you are already annoyed now. You are angry and wasting time on top giving that we want to give you. In fact, let's call card first. Now they spoil MC work. Let's go. MTN. Airtel, sorry. Airtel.
I think you are
no,
not
people
connected.
don't
That's
use
why.
Airtel
Come,
yet.
let's just.
People don't use Airtel yet. Okay. Let's go with MTN. Star 555 star. Are you with me? Star 555 star. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me? I know you will hear me. Star 555 star 94 64 64 11 77 60 38 192. So who is the winner? Okay, I called the previously dialed one. So let me call a new one now.
Yes.
Or do we have any winner for this? If you win this, then you are not normal. Yeah, let's go. Star 555 star 2384 7988 8574. So people were asking me that, tell you how many times have you carried SCR course? And I was like, if I check it where the one was 2 times, the other was 6 times, almost 3 times. Do you know why? Because I hate having zeros. So who is the winner now? Who won? Do we have a winner?
Somebody won the last one.
Somebody won the last one.
Yes, Ibrahim Ukayat.
Ibrahim Bukayat. Wait. Don't you guys are already using time on me. I thought I loaded the what's going on, my people? Okay. That was all for card. I'm not calling card again. I don't know what's up. How can you load a loaded card? Are you a loader? It's okay. Now I want to give out a flash and
Let them in. I'm not seeing.
I want to give out a flash and a power and a music box. I want to give out a flash and a music box together. I want to give out a flash and a music box together. But I have a quick question for that. When did Schedule Life start his comedy career?
Good morning. I won the airtime. I won the MTN airtime.
You won the
Ibrahim
MTN
Bukayat.
airtime?
Yes, Ibrahim Bukayat.
2018.
2018.
I started my career 2018. Are you me? It's me.
2018.
2018. You started 2017.
2017. Where are you? Where did you start?
Your IG page.
Okay. Where was my first comedy video shot? Where? First. No.
Yeah, how are you?
Where inside OAU? Where inside OAU? If you like, go to Instagram.
Agric.
Time is going.
Agric. Faculty of Agric.
You start in Agric. Okay, I'm counting down. I'm giving the two together to one person. I'm very serious. The two
That's
together to
not
one
nice,
person.
No. How will you give the two to one person?
5.
That's not fair.
Okay, let me.
Almost chat.
Angola. Anglo-Mos.
You started at the gate.
You started
Anglo-Mos.
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 I did not say when did I start my relationship career. I said when did I start my comedy career, not relationship career. Yeah. Oh, you people don't want to win. You guys are destined to win match card. Let's go back to
Motion ground. Motion ground. Motion ground on campus.
Motion ground on campus. Motion ground. They do evil there now. Okay, no one has got. I'm very frank. You have not gotten the answer, please. For the last time now, let's be more serious.
White House. Faculty of Arts.
White House. Why will I start career in White House? So that I can fail that.
Faculty of Tech.
Oduduwa.
Faculty of Agriculture. Faculty of Agriculture. FNCS.
What do you say?
Yes, Oduduwa all.
What do you say?
Faculty of Law.
Faculty of Law. I'm not a lawyer. No.
Oduduwa all.
I swear
Dramatic arts. Dramatic arts.
You're almost there. I'm not whining.
Dramatic arts.
Not amphitheater now. Why will I start from the
Anglo-Mos.
Pops and fingers.
They should believe
Anglo-Mos.
SUB.
SUB.
Pops and fingers.
SUB.
Pops and fingers.
Sports Center.
Conference Center.
If there is no winner, let's move on. You can give me the flash.
If I have changed my career, I don't even know when to start with your answer.
You can give me the flash if you don't have the winner, please, so that we can move on.
Yellow House.
I actually started my comedy career.
Campus Gate.
Listen up, calm down, bro. I mean, say you no get speaker. I actually started my comedy career in Angola on AU campus.
And I said Anglo-Mos now.
I said Angola.
Angola.
Said Angola and I said Anglo-Mos.
In between now.
I said Angola and I said Anglo-Mos.
I'll collect. I was the one, no, Ella. I was one, Emanuela.
No, I'm the one.
I was the one that said it too.
I was the one that said
it. Ella, Emanuela.
Desire.
It's me that said this first, too. You now followed me.
Yes, I'm here. Desire again.
It's Emanuela, yo.
Desire, are you a boy again?
No, I'm the one that said it first, too.
Desire is a guy.
I said it for the first person, no.
I'm a guy, I'm big.
MC, I said it first.
You can never win. You are not a winner. No.
I said before you asked the question, no.
Oh yeah. Desire, you own a flash already now. Please help me document that.
MC, I'm the one that said it first now.
I also said Anglo-Mos now.
Desire, you own a flash already.
I said Anglo-Mos first.
I said this first.
I said it before you asked the question, no.
Desire, you own a flash already, 16 gigabyte flash. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm moving to the next thing. Now, I have this headset. Can you see? Can you guys see? It's no jokes.
Yes.
It's no jokes. Can you see now? So we have a lot of things to do here. The question for this one is.
Please, can we hold on? Can we move on to the next thing?
Because you did not win. It's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. We'll come back again.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So I hope I will win something today. I've been trying. I was saying so many names. You did not get my name. It's okay. You're not noticing me. Fine. So up next, we are going to have our speaker, Mr. Olugbenga Hagbola, the CEO of Flutterwave. So we will have the citation taken by Fego, Ogenero Fego. Please, can we have Ogenero Fego?
Good afternoon, everyone. So,
Good afternoon.
Olugbenga Agbola is the founder and CEO at Flutterwave, who has contributed to the development of fintech solutions at several tech companies and financial institutions, such as PayPal, Standard Bank, among others. He's a serial entrepreneur with a software engineering background and MBA. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Fego. Thank you so much for such a succinct citation. Everyone, please let's welcome Mr. Olugbenga Agbola. He's with us right now and he's about to give us some sorts of knowledge. Please get your pen and pad because you are going to learn a lot from him. So welcome on board, sir. Thank you for joining the moment. I believe we have him now. Mr. Olugbenga Agbola. Okay, please let's give him a few seconds.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Olugbenga. I can hear you clear and loud.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome. Okay, so how do you want this to go? I want to keep it very, very simple and also make it a little bit interactive. So, Peace, how do you want it to go?
Okay, maybe you should share with us what you have. Then people, if you have questions, please make use of the chat box. If you want him to talk about something you want to know about, if you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or whatever it is, please let him know via the chat box and he will answer your questions directly.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, everyone. My name is Benga Agbola. Everybody calls me GB. I am the founder and CEO of Flutterwave. It's great to be here this morning. It's morning my time, by the way. It's 6 a.m. over here in DC. But Peace did a very good job of convincing me to get me here today. So you guys have a great person in Peace.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let me get right to it. My background, software engineer background. Started my career a couple of years ago in worked in PayPal in London, in the UK. After PayPal, I worked for Guarantee Trust Bank in the UK as well before I moved back to Nigeria for a little bit. And I also worked for GT Bank in Lagos. Then I left GT Bank and joined Standard Bank, Stanbic IBTC Bank that you guys know today. I worked for them for like almost 8 years, where I was a head of engineering, head of technology, and across board, worked in Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, a bunch of countries like that. Then I moved from there to Sterling Bank in Nigeria, where I worked for them for a couple of months. Then after Sterling Bank, I moved back to the US and I worked for Google in the US. After Google, I worked for I started a company that was doing payments for Nigeria, like a POS company. That company was acquired by Access Bank, so I joined Access Bank afterwards. And then after Access Bank, I started Flutterwave. So that's my story. I know that you guys gave me what you want me to talk about, but I will freestyle deliberately because I feel I can imagine when I was in your shoes, when I was in university, and how daunting my courses were, how hard it looked on paper, and how everything can be a little bit crazy because you're in school, you're not sure of the future. And since you're in school in Nigeria, it might even be a bit more daunting, right? But let me just say this, right? This is the most important part of your life. And that's because this is a time where you get to decide what you want to be, who you want to be, and how you want your life to go, right? The lessons you learn now, the opportunities you harness now will help you to scale and grow in the future. And the friendships you also build now will also help you to forge the right network for the future, right? Entrepreneurship is not glamorous. It is hard work. It is hard building a company from scratch. Trust me, sometimes I ask myself, what am I even doing here? Right? Maybe it's better if I just go find a job or something. It is hard, right? I'm not gonna come here and lie to you guys or pretend, because I imagine anything I say to you guys might influence you in some way or form. So it's important to be as honest as possible when you're talking to people like yourself, right? But it's not impossible, but it's hard, but not impossible. But then it is 10 times harder if you're doing it from Africa, right? Because in Africa here, we all know the issues facing our country, Nigeria, and Africa at large, right? We all know that. And the reality is, despite all of that, it's also interesting to realize that we cannot entrepreneur our way out of basic infrastructure in Africa. So you can say, oh, I can see a problem with how the roads maybe in your city has been, and you want to fix it through entrepreneurship. That's not going to work. You need government to do its part, right, before you can be a proper entrepreneur. And when you see companies like Amazon, like Google, companies that have scaled and they've done really well, imagine their home market. In their home market, they've got access to infrastructure, right? But that said, that's also the opportunity for an entrepreneur in a country like Nigeria, where you can take the worst of everything, take the lemons and make lemonade, right? And that's how we Africans or Nigerians, as the case may be, that's how we're designed. We've been able to make the best out of every impossible situation, and that it really is both a blessing and sometimes a curse, because we may not know how to ask for what is required from us. So moving on, I'll probably just say, in my own story and journey at Flutterwave, I've seen that building a great company is hard, and it is not as easy as it looks on paper. You might Google me and see so many interesting things about me, and you're like, oh wow. But behind that is a lot of crazy hard work, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of doubt, what if moment. Is this what I should do? Should I quit? Should I not quit? Does it make sense? Is it worth it, right? And that's the reality. So I would say my advice to young people like yourself would be, find yourself companies that crazy people like you, like myself, have funded, and be a part of them, right? Right. The CEO of Google right now did not fund Google. He was an employee of Google and was with Google for a long time, that he became the CEO of Google, right? We can't all start companies, but we can all be creative and have the entrepreneurship mindset in how we do everything we do, right? I call it being intrapreneurs. Intrapreneur is, for me, the safest form of entrepreneurship, because you get to stay under a safety net and get creative and build the next big thing whilst being under a safety net. And that, for me, is very important in the country we live in, also in the environment that we're in. And there's so many amazing companies out there built by Nigerians that you can join, from Paystack that was built by Shola Kennedy, who is an amazing guy and also a friend of mine. Also Florida Wave. I can go on and on, right? InterSwitch, Jumia, there's so many great companies out there that will be glad to have talent like yourself. And as a CEO, I'm going to be very honest with you. One of our biggest problems is finding the right talent. We're always looking for amazing, smart individuals who can take ownership, initiative, right? Who can build and join a company like ours and help build it, right? So, and as we grow and as we scale, and all these companies grow and scale, you will see amazing opportunities for you to join companies like that and also join them and also grow with them and scale with them, right? Also because I think the experience you will get from those companies is unparalleled. You get experience, you get network access to infrastructure, access to people. So in the future, if you do say, well, I'm as crazy as GB, I want to go start my own company, you have the infrastructure and the network to help you. What I say is it takes a village to build anything. It takes a village indeed. I can tell you for a fact. Once you will see my name on Florida Wave, behind me, there are over 200 amazing people who are the employees of Florida Wave, who actually do the hard work of showing up every day and building the company. The only thing I do is I lead them or I find them. That's my biggest job. Find the best talent and allow them to do what they know how to do best, right? And I'm being very measured in this conversation because I imagine some of you guys might use this to make decisions for your future, right? It's important to know that getting that, number one, finishing great at school, it's so important. You need to be the best of the best in school. It doesn't matter. Everything does not matter right now. What matters right now for you as an undergrad is to graduate top of your class, right? Is to be the very best you can be in that school. The internship you're doing matters. Everything you're doing also matters. But if you don't graduate top of your school, because let's face the reality, we're in Nigeria, you're in Africa. The opportunities are not as boundless as it is from anywhere else. So finishing top of your class in school, it's so important for you in your career, because that decision might delay you or speed you up. Mind you, doesn't mean that you're successful in life, right? I'm not saying finishing out of your school guarantees you success. No, it doesn't. Nothing in this world gives you success. Guarantees you success, right? However, when you finish top of your class in school and you do so well, and not just do well academically, you know what you've been taught, you are globally aware, right? And you do so well in your academics, it gives you another avenue, another shot at competing at a global level. That's what it does for you. I don't want to miss that, right? You don't want to be the guy who leaves school with a pass. Does not mean that you will not be successful in life. You might just have a a very interesting path to get there. But why not make that? I mean, if you have the chance, why not do so? Why not just take the opportunity and be the best you can be, right? Also for me, right, when I see people who have first class degrees and who have passed, I don't use that to judge their ability at all. But it tells me that somebody was diligent in school. It doesn't mean that the other guy doesn't have potential, right? And it's a no-brainer, right? I will probably want the guy who passed to prove to me that they can do something. The guy who first class, I'll probably say, well, you don't have to prove as hard as the guy who passed, right? And that's the reality of being an employer. So I'm saying you are getting an insight into the mind of a business owner or a founder or a CEO. And I'm telling you that right now, in terms of your priority, school is important and you have to do well in school. You're already there anyway, right? You might as well be the best in it. And that's the way your work will also be. Whatever work you find yourself doing, you're already there. Why not just be the best in it? And that's the goal here. The moment school is over, while school is ongoing, with your goal on school, you need to understand the world does not actually revolve around what you learn in school. It revolves around problems being solved, value being created. But you'll not even get a seat at the table to solve those problems if you're not the best in school. That's how life works. And with limited jobs out there, which you all know, with limited opportunities out there, you have to be willing to grab anyone that comes your way. My first job in Nigeria, I was earning 12,000 naira a month. Right. My point is, it's not about the money right now. It's about the opportunity to learn and network. If you get a job paying you a ridiculous amount of money, see it as your new school. You finish from OAU, next school you're going to is that school, right? But like a school where you pay school fees, they're going to pay you to learn, which is a good thing here. So you might as well take the opportunity and run with it. All right. I won't say a lot because I feel you guys even being here right now, organizing this event, tells me a lot about this group, and I'm very impressed. This is the way it's supposed to be, right? I get a lot of requests from schools everywhere in the world to come and speak, from Yale to MIT to Harvard, right? But I was very happy to see that OAU is invited to come and speak as well. So OAU is priority, right? Even though OAU might not sound like Harvard, but for me, OAU is like Harvard in Nigeria, right? And I believe in the fact that we have to, as they say, charity begins at home, right? I'm Nigerian first, and I'm proud of being Nigerian, even though I have other nationalities, right? But I'm Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian guy. Interestingly, my dad went to OAU, by the way, so it was very interesting to speak to you guys today. But that was in the 70s, I think. Anyway, my point is, guys, you guys need to understand that the world is your oyster. If you take every opportunity that comes your way and you harness it, that's very important, right? And if you get me to come anytime to speak more, let me know. I'll be glad to be here. And thanks for the honor to be here today, right? Now I'll answer your questions. Anything you want to ask me, please go ahead and ask me. And if you're camera ready, I'd like to see you guys. If you can put on your video. If not, that's fine. Thank you. Guys, have you got questions? Can you drop them in the chat?
Okay, Mr. Lubega, can you hear me?
Clearly.
Thank you for the section. That was a wonderful one. Thank you so much, sir. So you're the founder of Flutterweight, and I can tell that it's more like Paystack, like a payment platform for people to carry out some transactions around the world. So what brought the idea of Flutterwave? And how were you able to start this? Were you the only one that started the idea, and then you got a group of people to start the idea with you? How did it start? How did Flutterwave begin?
So when I was working in a Standard Bank, right, in South Africa, I realized that when you do a money transfer from Nigeria to Kenya or to the UK or to Ghana, the money moves from Nigeria to New York, then New York to Ghana. So we lose money twice because Africa is we don't have a tradable currency like US dollar, like GBP, like Euro, right? So with that in mind, I thought about how do you make it simple and easy for payment to be done across Africa? How do I make it simple for somebody in OAU or in IFE to sell to somebody in London and get paid? How can a Bello or a Rukayat have a contract with somebody in America and they want to pay her and she's in IFE? How will she get paid? So it was basically from solving the problem of getting paid and paying. that made me start this company, right? And we have two products. One is a consumer app called Barter. It's on the App Store, Barter, right? The app allows you to do money transfer, and it's free, by the way. We don't charge NIP fees, right? So you can do it to a transfer to anybody, to your friend on Barter at zero fees. We also have a business platform called Flutterwave that allows a business user to create an account and receive money from anywhere in the world. And let me explain how we work to you guys. When you use Uber today, right? We power Uber everywhere in Africa. We're Uber's payment partner, Netflix, Microsoft, Office 365. When you pay for those things today, behind that system is Flutterwave, right? When you pay for an Arik airline ticket or hairpiece ticket, right? We power them, gaming, education, right? We power most of those payments today behind the scene. So that's what we do. So we basically provide a payment infrastructure that makes it easy for people to pay and get paid all across Africa. Why we are different is because we built everything in Flutterwave, domestically. It's proprietary. And we started coming from Nigeria. So Nigeria is our first market before we start expanding to everywhere else all over the world, to Kenya, to Ghana, to the UK, to the US. Nigeria was our first market, right? So we're a Nigerian company for all intents and purposes. Yeah.
Awesome. Someone is asking, which country did you start Flutterwave?
Yeah, I think I already answered that. Nigeria. So we started from Nigeria.
True.
And then how long does it take to become profitable? So profitability is very interesting because for high growth companies, the goal is to conquer the world quickly before taking a profit. That's why you raise venture capital, right? If you don't raise, and it's fine. You can choose to not raise VC and you'll be fine. If you raise VC, venture capital, you have to think of scale. You must be thinking about, how do I become $1 billion company? How do I become $100 million company? And that's the goal of a VC. So the VC will invest in you, making a bet that you're going to grow so big and they can make their money back in the future. That's how investments work, right? So yes, we are also making that bet at Flutterwave. So right now, profitability is not the goal. The goal is scale, right? But yes, we believe also that we have to build a scalable business that can be profitable, and that's our goal. Someone said, can you be a techie before you can scale a tech idea? I don't think so. You don't have to be a techie, right? You can but you need a technical co-founder to help you in getting that to work. How can one intern a Flutterwave? Yes, you can. You can go to our careers page. It's careers.flutterwave.com, and you can apply there, right? We hire interns consistently over time. Can Buttercup be used in running Google ads? Yes, a lot of people use Buttercup for Google ads, Facebook ads, to pay for their Netflix, Spotify, Apple Music, and it's a US dollar card. Yes, I agree. Timberline is very smart. But Peace already asked me that question, by the way. So he's not the first to ask me. What is the growth rate of a newborn company in third world countries? That's a hard question. I'm still figuring that out too. So when I do, I'll let you guys know. What advice do you give to tech enthusiasts? I would say you just need to be extremely curious, right? You have to be curious. You have to be extremely, you have to be willing to just go all out for it, right? You have to be willing to push it. You have to be willing to never be comfortable with where you are. And that's what is important. And that helps you a lot in scaling and growing. Okay, I think I have run through all the questions. So yes, we are government regulated. We have a license from Central Bank of Nigeria to operate, right? Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll enjoy your session. What books can you read? I would recommend Hard Things About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. It's a very good book. It helps a lot, right? Co-founder challenges. I will say be a co-founder with people that you know and trust and you believe in from the get-go. That is very important, right? So you can't just say maybe people today and say they should be a co-founder. They are also people that you have known for a little while and you have built something with them before. How can one intern outside Nigeria? It doesn't really matter anymore. We're a remote company. Right now, we've not been in the office since January, for example. So what is now remote? Anywhere you are, it's global. If you got a computer, if you got internet access, you can intern from anywhere you are in the world for any company anywhere in the world. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much again. Enjoy the rest of your meeting. All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lubenga. Thank you for the time and the section. Really enjoyed it. We learned so much. Thank you so much, sir. Do have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Who enjoyed that section? Please, if you did, can you just say, can you wave your hands? Yeah, that was an interesting section. I hope you guys all enjoyed it and you're able to answer your question. He was able to answer your question. So up next, we have giveaway for you guys. So get ready. Teju, where are you? Teju, where are you? Or should I take all the giveaways for them? Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay,
yeah, no.
You calm down. It's okay. I'm with you. We are doing, I guess this might be the last giveaway. If I'm right, sir.
No, not the last giveaway. We still have
the last giveaway.
Not the last giveaway. We still have giveaway on the agenda for everyone.
What did she say? Okay, this is not the last giveaway. More giveaways. More giveaways. Okay. I want to say that I want to tell us the brands that sponsored this giveaway. So Indoors Mega Farm. Are you with me, everyone? Are you with me?
Yeah, yes,
okay.
yes.
Indoors Mega Farm. They were the one that gave us the recharge card to load. They gave us, I guess, was it? Don't let me say the amount, so as not to expose the Mr. President. But they shall give us money for giveaway. Things are tight, so you have to tap a bit. All right. That's one. Then two, Dove Phone World gave us all these, the power bank, the headset, the music box, okay? And the winner we've had so far, we had Yetunde won the power bank. Though we will have to know which Yetunde because they are different.
Yes, thank you.
Send me a DM. Send the Hultprize OAU a DM.
Because all right. I will take that.
What if it is Owolabu? So I have to be careful. We don't want mad. That's that. Then Desire also won a flash drive. May our life not be flash. 16 gigabyte flash drive. That's also from Dove Phone World. So before the next giveaway, I would like us to go on Instagram now and follow Hultprize. Please, if you know you are not following Hultprize, or maybe after, so Hultprize OAU. Yeah.
And you can follow May Heaven.
May Heaven. Although they didn't pay for that advert, but we have them. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. All right. So, May Heaven Innovation Hub. This is their venue. You can also come here to patronize them. You understand? This is a very nice and beautiful world. Please, my cameraman, please just show them around a bit. Just show them around a bit. Just small. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. They didn't pay much. It's okay like that.
Before you go, our handles we're on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's Hultprize _OAU. Okay. And same thing on Twitter. Hultprize _OAU. HULTPRZ.
Yeah.
_OAU. Yeah. So our Facebook.
Hultprize _OAU. Okay. Hultprize @OAU on Facebook. On Twitter, Hultprize _OAU. On Instagram, Hultprize _OAU. On Instagram, Tejulive, TEJULIVE. Click the blue one. All right. Then let us also follow Indoors Mega Farm. It's not easy. How can I go to farm and I use my money, my sweat to buy card? And 1 year today we load it and say, I want it. You know, it's not easy like that. It's not that easy. So let us follow. Now,
Indoors Mega Farm, that's INDUS.
DUS, Indoors Mega Farm. And finally, no, not finally yet, we have another giveaway that will be rolling on now, real quick. And the question is that we have one big man in our midst. You understand? I want you guys to tell me his name, where did he come from, and what is he wearing?
Who's the big man? Who's the big man?
You don't understand the question? Why are you guys looking at me as if I don't know what I'm saying? It's okay. Okay, let me change the criteria. Then we have a special giveaway for the organizing. That will come up later, okay? So organizing committee, congratulations to you. You are good to go and you have something for the Xmas. Okay, now we have one power bank, one headset, and one flash drive.
No, two actually.
And two flash drive, okay? One power bank, one headset.
Let's drop one flash drive and take the speaker. One of the speakers.
Okay, one speaker, good. So we have one flash drive, one headset, one power bank, and one speaker. You know, glories are different from each other. Some people's glory is to win gadget, while some is to win gadget. So we'll see who will actually win. Now,
are we saying the answer live or? Right?
Yes, now you are saying the answer right away, like real quick.
Okay, his name is Olugbenga Agbola. He's very black.
That's the question. Suffer this sound. Okay, sorry if that is an offense. Just joking though. Yes. What is the name of? Which question have you asked? I don't know.
What is the name of the founder of Hultprize?
Yes. What's the name?
Ahmad Ashkar. Ahmad Ashkar.
Ahmad Ashkar.
Ahmad Ashkar.
Ahmad Ashkar.
Ahmad what?
Ahmad Ashkar.
I think that's so simple.
That's too simple.
So I will ask another one. Okay, now first type. I will ask another question.
Use the comment section.
Hultprize started 2009 with a challenge. Who can tell us the name of the team that won? Name of the idea? You type it. It's a very unique idea.
Hultprize
like Hultprize Global. The name of the first team.
Synergy. Team Synergy.
Type it.
Synergy. I said it first, though.
Yes, we know. Just type it out.
Okay. I'm coming.
In fact, you are already the winner. The fact that you are a female, that's a plus. There's no discrimination, but what was the answer? Discrimination.
Oh my God.
Team Synergy. I've typed it, though. I typed it now.
What's your name?
Emanuela. Ishola Emanuela.
I was scared. I thought it was Emmanuel. I was like, how can
Emanuela.
Emanuela, you
Emanuela.
have.
Send me a DM.
Yes, send that again. Emanuela, you won a bottle water. You have tried.
Let's go, Manuela. Let's go.
Oh my God. Are you
Water is
serious?
essential. See, flash
You want
drive
me
is
to
vanity.
faint? I will faint though.
Yeah, it's okay. You have your but wait, do you have a laptop? Do you own a PC?
I don't have a laptop.
Then you can't now they spoil giveaway. You can always use flash.
I don't want flash. I don't want flash. I want something else.
You want something else?
Yeah.
We are live. What do you want? We are live.
I don't want flash. I don't like flash. I don't like flash.
I bet this is a corporate program. Don't let me. We are not.
Okay.
Let me be professional here.
All right.
Manuela, you want a power bank, okay?
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
There's no excuse for me to call you and you won't pick again.
Why not? Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy. Thank you.
We'll tune in again for
Okay.
Alright, so guys, we have a special guest in our midst, and he's representing Island Institution. So he's our partner. They've helped us a lot during the program, and we're so grateful to them. So you come and tell us about the organization, what they do, and how it's going on. So they also have some things to give to us. Also, they have things for our team, so we are grateful for that. So it's good to have you on the episode.
So yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Godswift Matthew. I'm here from Learn IT Academy. I'm actually the country director for Learn IT Academy. I also represent my own tech firm, GTSS, the CEO of GTSS, and I'm here to introduce Learn IT Academy to us. So, Learn IT Academy, Learn IT Academy is an online platform where secondary school students, undergraduates, graduates, NYSC workers, and corporate executives can take any of our certification courses internationally certified. So we have courses in every.
Please, can we hear him clearly? We can't hear him clearly. It's not loud.
Hold on.
You can't hear well.
It's not loud enough, please.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you, okay. I can't hear him. It's not so loud.
Hello? Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can...
Yeah, probably I'll start again. So I would say Learn IT Academy is an online platform where secondary school students, undergraduates, graduates, NYSC corpers, and corporate executives can take online certification courses and you get international certifications. These courses are actually it's not restricted to IT alone. We have courses in every discipline. We have in biochemistry, English, law, physics, whichever discipline you are interested in taking any course with us. We actually have courses in those disciplines. So, like I said, our platform is primarily based online, which means you can take them from the comfort of your home or your hostel. You don't have to go to any physical venue to take our certifications. So I'm sure you would probably be asking, what's the big idea behind this? We have over 5,000 students currently registered with us from 15 tertiary institutions and 64 secondary schools in Nigeria. And we have representation, like we have office representations in over 31 countries around the world. Okay. So next slide. Learn IT Academy is actually affiliated with Google and Microsoft. Like I'm sure you can probably see on the slide. We're affiliated with Google and Microsoft as well as so many other international bodies. So what that means is when you take courses with us, you get certifications from Google and Microsoft.
which can be used both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So here are the main benefits you get from taking courses with us at Learn IT. Like I said, Google and Microsoft endorsed certifications. Some students get grants and funds for their academics. Probably they want to undergo a project or an idea. You could get grants and funds after taking courses with us. You could get academic scholarships because that's 25%, 50, 75, 100% scholarship, depending on your performance in these courses. Entrepreneurs who are not left out. You're an entrepreneur. You could take any of our entrepreneurial courses and then you get funding for it at the completion of your course. Some students will also receive free application and scholarships to study abroad in select countries, either for their BSc or first degree or second degree. There are also internships available also. Some of the students that take courses with us also receive internships, salary-based internships, not with Google and Microsoft. Some receive full-time jobs, and then there are so many other benefits listed. So to round up, for those who are interested or who want to know more about this, those who would like to register or want to get more ideas on this and know how to go about it, you can actually contact us via our WhatsApp helpline. Yeah, you can only reach us through our WhatsApp helpline, not phone calls, but WhatsApp. So one of our customer care agents will actually respond to you and guide you through the process. So I'll be calling out the number. I believe it's also on the slide too, but we're calling out the number for us. The number for those interested, the number is 0811 0811 840 8196. 0811 840 8196. So next slide contains our 0811 811 840 8196. So the next slide contains our link. If you want to know more about us, we are online also. You can visit our website www.gts.learnit_form.html. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely day.
All right, so we'll also make the number and link available in the chat box for easy access.
All right, thank you so much. Do we have the next speaker with us from inside OAU Media? The virtual coordinator, please, do we have the next speaker with us? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Do we have, okay. Up next, we have the citation reading taken by Fego. Ogene Fego, please, can we have you, please?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you and welcome. Are we able to take the citation, please?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna read it out in a minute. Okay. Um, Chiriwango. Chiriwango is a serial tech entrepreneur, ecosystem builder, and software developer. Wango is co-founder and CEO of Publisher, a digital publisher that has helped over 6,000 undeserved African creatives living in low-income and disadvantaged communities to earn over $240,000 in revenue, and has been described by Conbini as one of the largest digital publishers in Africa, and identified by IFC as one of the startups that could speed up innovation in Africa. He's also the co-founder of Savvy, a global fellowship program that has equipped over 2,000 passionate and brilliant young individuals from over 100 countries with the necessary knowledge and skill that they need to start their own impact-driven business in a post-COVID era and succeed as social entrepreneurs. Wango is the winner of the Migration Entrepreneurship Prize 2020, the Africa, the Africa 35
Okay,
Award
Umiko, can
2019.
you mute yourself, please?
35 Award 2019 for entrepreneurship, the Young Leaders Award 2019 for media and entertainment, and the Bees Business Excellence Award 2019. He is an Acumen Fellow 2020 of West Africa, Alibaba eFounders Fellow 2020, China, IDEX Global Fellow 2020, India, Western Whale Fellow 2019, Germany, Falcon Incubator Fellow 2019, Washington, D.C., African PLP Fellow 2019, Cairo, and Yunus and Youth Global Fellowship 2019, New York. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fego. Thank you, Chidi. Thank you for joining the movement. So up next, we're having Team Green Universe. Please, do you have the team lead of Team Green Universe with us at the moment?
Someone from
Yes, we are available.
Okay, please, can we have your presentation?
Okay, we'll start. The food system is basically made up of all the processes involved in getting food down to a population, from the production down to the recovery. In Green Universe, our focus is actually on 3 out of these processes: production, consumption, and then the recovery of waste. We've been able to factor out problems and providing solutions in the green. The first one is the limited land and water due to climate and rapidly increasing population. And the second one is the negative effect of food waste, which is the release of methane, a greenhouse gas that depletes the ozone layer. And the third one is the high consumption of synthetic food that contain chemicals that are very harmful to the human body. What is the solution? The solution is Green Universe. Green Universe is a company that would actually manage these limited resources, involved in the planting of hybrid seeds that are of high quality and very nutritious, and also convert food waste into renewable energy. How do we intend to do this? Using a hydroponic greenhouse, a system of farming that is known to protect crops from adverse weather conditions, improve crop yield, and conserve water by 90%, alongside cultivating our crops on land with organic fertilizer to improve the soil texture, and also planting of hybrid seed. We go into the production of 4 commonly consumed crops in Nigeria and Africa at large. The first one is the vitamin A cassava that contains 40% of vitamin A, vitamin A maize that also contains a high percentage of vitamin A, tomato and pepper, commonly consumed crops in every African home. We go into the production of these crops and release them into the populace. And we do not just leave it there. We do not just leave the crops there. We do not just leave them after they have been consumed. We get back the waste from the populace and convert them into renewable energy in anaerobic digester. The solid remains from the anaerobic digester process, becomes fertilizer, and then the gaseous aspect, which is methane, is used to generate biogas for consumption. Evans?
Thank you very much. I'll talk about the market size. 1.3 billion tons of food waste are wasted yearly in the world, but in Nigeria, just about 750
billion worth of food is being wasted in Nigeria every year. But Green Universe has factored out $7.5 billion to convert into renewable energy. And also for the undernourished, for the food consumed, we are there are about 711 billion people that are vitamin A deficient in the world. In Nigeria, just about 30 million of them, and then factoring down to 1.5 million and to be catered for by Green Universe. How do we make money from this? It is very important to mention how we make money from this. On every of our products, both the food waste and our products consumed, we are going to be charging $1 per every 2 kg of our product that is being sold. And also, making the product available and affordable that way for everybody. That way, we would have totally fed 700 families in a year, and also we would have been able to convert 120 tons of food waste to renewable energy. That's fertilizer. And doing this, we would have touched 4 major SDGs. That's the good health and well-being, decent and economic growth, climate change, and also partnership for goals. Thank you very much.
The benefits of the products we provide for the populace is one, they are 100% organic and nutrient-rich, cheap and affordable for the common man, and also there is online and offline access to our products. Online in the sense that you can get any of our products on the company's website and get it delivered. And offline in the sense that you can get any of our products in retail stores around you, including the company-owned retail stores.
The process, I call it the GOA. From the oil to the supply. So using the hydroponic greenhouse, using an organic fertilizer, and also gathering the food, that's the farm. Then it goes straight to the oil, which is our main deal, where you package and store and get ready for supply. And also that's where the food waste is converted into renewable energy. And then it boils down to the supply. On the supply, the waste goes to the then the dishes passes that for cooking, for medicine for cooking. That to be supplied, and then the supply is going to be just from the store and taking to every 2 days or 1 week for yeah.
Yes, we conduct something with some food traders, and they made us to understand the difficulties they were going through due to high cost of transportation, non-durability of their goods, and low patronage. This is what Green Universe is here to solve. We discussed our products with them, how we go about our products and everything, and they all showed interest in our products. We were very much interested in our products. Our team consists of 4 young individuals that are very much ready to make impact in the world. I myself, Aoyemi Abisola, I'm a farmer and I'm proud to be one. Dayola Aisha, who has a lot of experience in marketing. Ademilua Evans, that has a year experience in e-commerce and real estate. I'm presently working on an engineering project. Odawale Folake, the financial secretary for a private movement, and also has similar experiences in farming like I have. This is Green Universe, and this is what we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Green Universe. Thanks for such a great presentation. Judges, please, do you have any question for Team Green Universe? Judges, please.
Well done. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, Green Universe. Question exactly. What are you selling?
My product are vitamin A, maize, tomatoes and pepper, hybrids, hybrid tomatoes and pepper, and also biogas for biofertilizer and biofertilizers.
So vitamin A, tomatoes, is that what you said? you repeat that, please?
Yes, can you repeat what you said?
Okay, we're actually going
I didn't get that, sir.
Our products are actually vitamin vitamins. We actually largely consume crops in Africa and Nigeria and in Africa at large. And also alongside these crops, we're also going to be selling biogas gotten from the conversion of food waste into bioenergy, biogas, and then biofertilizer to farmers around us.
Okay, which one are you starting with first? Which one do you think you are starting out with? Because I'm hearing a lot of things and sometimes it can be a bit confusing.
Yeah, we're actually going to be starting with making sure we cultivate crops earlier mentioned, vitamin A, cassava, vitamin mix, into their cultivation and make sure they are readily available. And after that, we get back the waste, get back the waste from the community and then convert them to renewable energy. We'll not only be getting back the food waste, we'll also be getting back other waste, and that is the part we are going to partner with other waste companies.
Okay, how profitable is the waste? Because I hear very generic terms, so I'm curious to say, oh, if I farm 200 acres of land, or if I do, like very specific, this is the waste that is being generated from so. If this waste is generated from so, it's going to give me this amount of, do you understand, this amount of biogas, right? 10 kg of this biogas or whatever is being sold for so. Because I heard you talking about methane, right? So, like it would be nice to get more specific as to why this is a lucrative venture.
Okay. The methane biogas is actually a greenhouse gas. We will not only be getting the waste from our farm, we'll not only be getting it from probably after harvesting, we'll be able to realize some waste after harvesting. We'll not only be getting it there, we'll also be getting it from the populace, like I earlier mentioned. We'll be getting it from the populace, from the consumers around. And that is where the process of collecting the food waste comes in, where it's being taken to the bin, from the bin to the waste truck, and from the truck down to company for processing into biogas and fertilizer.
Okay. So we don't waste time. Let's just ask the questions.
my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been speaking to myself all along.
Please welcome.
Yes, I'll be speaking to myself all along. Please, can you mute yourself? Ademilua Evans, Awoyemi Abisola. Please, guys, mute yourself. Toluwani Oludare, mute yourself. Do we have Team Ultimate here?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been reciting your name since morning. Please, can we have your presentation?
Okay.
Thank you so much. So guys, Team Ultimate is our last team for today and for the event. So up next, we are just going to be having giveaways. So please ensure you are still with us and stay tuned.
It is a known fact that the price of food is starting to high and even making it difficult for people.
Team Ultimate, please, we can't hear you. We can't hear anything.
We are.
Okay. It is a known fact. It is a known fact that the cost of food is running so high these days, and it is making it so difficult for people, for the poor masses, to afford this food. And there are some food that are somewhat quite affordable, but they are less nutritious to the health of its consumers. Using instant noodles as a case study here, instant noodles is affordable, but it's very less nutritious in that it contains a high level of sugar. Look at it, if you look at it very well, the high level of sugar in instant noodles attaches to the protein in the bloodstreams, and this causes some harmful molecules called the AGEs, the advanced glycation end products. These advanced glycation end products, they cause some diseases like stomach cancer, like renal failure, cardiovascular disease. It also causes a wrinkled skin and a saggy skin, which is very rampant in adults that we see around. And also, instant noodles is very high on calories, it's high on sodium, and it's very low on nutrients. And this causes diseases like stomach cancer, like high blood pressure and heart failure. Now, due to the foregoing problem, we the Ultimate team have come together and have done a thorough research to provide a long-lasting solution to these problems with the emergence of our product, which is the Chop Chop Cup noodles. The Chop Chop Cup noodles is a very affordable and nutritious food. It's very beneficial to the health of both the young and the old. Now, unlike the instant noodles which I've been talking about, it contains a very lesser amount of sugar, and this lesser amount of sugar helps to bring a stable mode of energy level in the body, and it also prevents the emergence of these diseases that have been mentioned, like diabetes, like heart failure, like renal failure, like cardiovascular diseases. And another thing about the Chop Chop Cup noodles is that it contains some ingredients like the floated pumpkin, which is called ugu in Nigeria. This floated pumpkin, it's a great source of dietary fiber which aids digestion in the body, and it also contains seafood like crayfish, and it also contains milk. All these prevent diseases like I've been mentioning to enter the body, and it aids a very functioning body system. Thank you.
I will go through the preparation. The preparation is well detailed in our pitch deck. How do we market our product? Because this is very crucial. Nothing less than 70% of people consumes instant noodles. And based on our research, 15 million people eat it regularly. We Ultimate team members, we are budgeting about $18,000 for the startup of our Chop Chop Cup noodles, and also making it easier for people to have each cup of our chop at the rate of 50 naira for the small sizes and 100 naira for the big sizes. And our aim is for profit maximization. How do we maximize our profit here? If 15 million people buy our 50 naira product per day, that is about 750 million naira per day. And if 50 million people buy our 100 naira sizes, that is about more than 1 billion naira per day. Then how can we achieve all this? That is why we've come with some marketing strategies. Number one, creating and verifying our Google business products, creating a website, implementing search engine optimization on our website in order for Google to rank our website. Creating a business blog, running Google Ads, and promotion and advertisement on social media, trying an influencer marketing collaboration. Who are these influencers? Influencers are celebrities within our niche, which means getting mentioned by them. We promote our business a massive, form a partnership, and also advertising locally and offline, attending, hosting, or sponsoring local events like bonanzas and others. Now, our team, we ultimate team will be the first team to produce a cup noodles in Nigeria of 206 million population. Our aims are to make a very nutritious food for the masses, both for the young and the old, and also making it quite affordable, which means less cost and high nutrient. In conclusion, we are also making this as a channel of creating more job opportunities and even increase local production in our country. Also making life better and easier for the masses health-wise. And we are certain with our products, there will be a great change in taste, cost, and nutrition for better. That's all. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation, Team Ultimate. Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Judges, please, do you have questions for Team Ultimate?
Yeah. Team Ultimate, I was going to say a joke that is your last presenter. Are you a pastor? Anyways, thank you for presenting. My question basically is chop noodles. You make it sound so easy. Why do you think nobody has done it to compete with the other noodles?
In Nigeria, no one has ever produced a cup noodles at the rate of 50 naira and 100 naira in our country. So what we see around is nylon noodles. However, our own Chocho cup noodles has a unique nutrient like the flaunted pumpkins, which is ugu in Nigeria, vegetables, and also adding crayfish with our own noodles, which makes it unique.
Okay, so you've added, all of these things. Have you tried it in the laboratory? Do you have one as a sample? Is there something that you have done?
Yes, my team and I, we've tried within ourselves, but for commercial use, it will be better if we can get enough equipment to produce this in massive.
Okay, so why do you think people will buy your own noodles?
Our noodles, due to its unique nutrients, and people love. Yeah.
I think people will taste it because of its high nutrient and the uniqueness in it, because it's like my co-member said that it contains a high level of nutrient like the floated pumpkin, and then the uniqueness in which it comes in cup, other than the nylons of the noodles and nylons we see around, and it's very beneficial to the health of people, and it is less affordable.
It's okay. So it comes in a cup. Is it like it's already cooked? What makes it? Are you not going to still like cook it? Why? What makes the cup? When you talk about the cup, you're talking about plastic. You're talking about environmental degradation. Did you note that?
No, it won't be cooked. It will be raw, but it will be in cup.
Okay.
In a microwavable cup.
The microwavable cup. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, but because you talked about the cup as your competitive advantage now, it's one of the things why my thought basically is, if you're trying to solve a problem, do you want to then create another problem in terms of the environment? Let's not forget that this cup most likely is plastic, unless it's a biodegradable cup. Am I connecting?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. We chose this cup to make our products unique rather than the nylon, and also it is carryable other than the other products.
Okay. Well, okay. So, well done. My thought is, how besides the nutrition, how is this food for good? Because you wouldn't say that current other brands of noodles are bad. They're employing people, they are paying their taxes, they are most likely engaging in corporate social responsibility. So what makes you not just a regular commercial venture?
We are not trying to criticize other brands. Like I said earlier, it's now as we are criticizing them.
No, I'm not saying you're criticizing them. That's the word. I mean,
I understand you. I understand. You're just like creating
my
a
point
better.
is, it's food for good. You're trying to use food to impact. What's the number again? Is it 10 million people? 1 billion people? So if you are going to use the food to impact people, right? I've heard about malnutrition. I'm just curious as to how does it help people move out of poverty?
Apart from the job opportunities, and let's just say in terms of nutrition, it is very easy to buy, and to help the community. What we are going to do, we are going to make a bonanza promo, organizing local events or campaign against diabetes and other things which will be more beneficial to the community.
Okay, I'll just say this. Usually when you want to do something that's for social good in an environment like this, yes, there are things for the environment, there are things for, but largely a lot of people are hungry and are trying to look for opportunities, job, and all of those things. So for me, is if you want to look at your distribution, you want to look at your production, you want to look at how the product gets to the market, right? You want to look at, for example, Tom shoes, for instance. For every one Tom shoes you buy, a child, I remember in Argentina, gets a pair of shoes. Do you understand what I mean? So if you factor in a strong economic reason, then you also have a stronger case. That's just a bit of feedback for me. And secondly, if you want to go against the giants who are already dominating the market space, you want to understand why the other people who came. I remember there was Maggi 2-minute noodles. There was Mimi. I don't know if there's still Mimi. I remember the advert Boom Shasha. And there's a whole lot more. Why are they Why do they seem to be struggling? So you want to know those things so that before you make these assumptions, you want to be very, very sure that this product is viable and there's a market really for it, and people, because sometimes you can have a good product, but people really don't want it, just because maybe they don't see the benefits to themselves. And largely also, when people are hungry, they're not thinking of a balanced diet. They are trying to survive first. I would suggest you read up on the relationship between Grameen Bank and Danone yogurt. That might be a very interesting model for you to actually check out. Okay, just as something to really add here. Thanks for your presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Ultimate. Thank you, Mr. Imeka Osai. Do we have any other question for Team Ultimate? Judges. Okay. Do we have any other question? Okay. Okay, so we've all heard and then we've seen the presentation made by 5 amazing teams. So please, judges, can we lay down our general comments for them? What do you think they should work on? How do you think they can be better at what they're developing? What other things do you think they can implement to make their ideas better? General comments for all the teams, judges.
Okay, I'll just start. I was waiting for someone else to come in initially. Well done, guys. As somebody who works, in helping in higher institutions, I understand the constraints that you go through. For me, I was looking at why we need to launch more of these spaces. Because I see the constraints, from internet to spaces to interruptions, So I know in this part of the world, this is not going to school in London or, I've been to the Hultprize in Boston, and I know I remember Rutgers University, some of the support that already even gotten before they even came to present, So I know you are competing with the very, very, very best. So you are going against so much constraints from data to light and all of that. So well done, first things first, to even be able to pull through, doing that. Then moving on, I'd say this, it's when in a business presentation, you want to look at what's the catch, because that's what everybody's waiting for. What's the catch here? What's the catch here? And immediately you're looking at the numbers, you're looking at the market, is there a market for it? So you want to really hit and make a strong business case while this is viable. So it's one thing to have a problem and you've been given a theme. It's another thing to be able to adapt that problem to your local environment, because that can be your stronger competing, because you are going to compete against the likes of Harvard, MIT. These guys from even like maybe your chop noodles, for instance, have been able to work with one unit and able to get maybe $20,000 or $25,000 to even experiment a few ideas. So you need to understand that you are competing against people who have so much resources. So you want to adapt your solution in such a way that it's very, very, very unique and not something that is very general, because in my opinion, beating these guys at their own game can really be very, very tough. So make a strong business case. For me, when I hear food, I hear hunger. I hear, okay, how can I help people become much more prosperous so they can pay their rent, they can send their children to school from this my product, So do I want to use not necessarily multi-level marketing, but in the distribution of my product, does it empower, maybe let's say for instance, can it help 5,000 rural women, right? Because research has shown that when you invest in women, right, the family becomes better off for it. So the women in Isenyi, in Otukpo, all those places, will my products be able to help them? Does that make any sense? So I think that's very, very important in our environment, especially where resources are very, very scarce. You want to look at the economic outputs of some of these things. Then some presentations I saw, it would be nice to put them on slides, not necessarily on Microsoft Word. Nobody's interested in reading so much text. Academic writing is different from business writing. You want to go straight to, so that you can see the numbers and you can visualize it really quickly, okay? Because attention span is really short. I've been here for 3 hours, 10 minutes. That's how much I check my time. I got in 11:05. Try to log in. So attention span can really be very, very short. So you want to grab the person's attention really, really quickly. But in all, I'll say well done. This kind of opportunity helps you to become better. You're not who you were before you came in. And like my friend would say, once a mile has been stretched, it never returns to the same size. Continue looking for competitions like this. Give yourself, like in every semester, I must do like 3 pitch, competitions. And that's how you get better and better and better. You build networks. So I'll say well done, and see you all somewhere in the future doing something awesome. Okay, that's it for me. Is P still here? Or is this
Hello,
me?
everyone. Sorry for the break in transmission. Okay, we're supposed to have a presentation from one of our sponsors. I don't know if it's available. Do we have a representative from Placard Media with us? Do we? Ifeoluwa. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Giveaway, and giveaway. So we are going to take time on this. Thanks to our amazing judges. Thank you all for being a part of this program. Thank you for staying to this very moment. And thanks to all the teams. Thank you for presenting. And we're not announcing the winners today, so we'll get back to you via your email. So thank you for joining the moment. Thank you for those amazing ideas. So let's move on to the next thing, giveaway, before we round it up, before we call it a day. So Tejila, please, can you come up? Giveaway, so get ready.
We are ready.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, so far. Thank you for joining us. In fact, you people are the real MVP. You are really tried.
Thank you, Mr. Imeka. Thank you, Mr. Adishola.
You are welcome. Thank you.
People don't wish to.
Thanks to everyone.
Use their money, you understand, because everywhere is tight. So we appreciate everybody on behalf of Mr. President and the entire Hultprize Association as a whole. I tell you, like I say, thank you. Now we are moving to the last giveaway, which will be done by. No, we are doing 2 giveaways. One is for the organizing committee, that will be done by Mr. President himself, and another one is for normal regular people like myself. You understand? So let the president come on board and real quick. All right.
Thank you, all right. Thank you guys for being here. So this is going to my organizing committee. I want to say this opportunity is that I really love you guys. This year we have.
Thank you. We love you too.
We have up to 200 committee members. Like the largest number we've ever had. Maybe even the global prize. So and this is because all these students, they are passionate towards making change and just helping others. That's been the attitude too. Well, I have 3 things to give away here. 3 items like that. This for attention. I have this to the shade.
Excellency, sir. It is deal.
All right, so I have a superb sound, a Bluetooth device. Then I have this, also a Bluetooth device. Then I have this.
Do forward.
Any organizing committee in the house, just say hello, unmute your mic, say hello.
Hi.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so the first item that we're going to have is the flash drive. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Our photo shoot happened in 1 month. The fastest person to type get giveaway. Our photo shoot happened in 1 best person to type, not from this place, not from this studio.
Okay. Where's my phone?
Hey, so who is iPhone? Okay, no. So I think the first one to type is iPhone. Is it you? Who is iPhone? I think it should be Sekina. So cannot go to Sekina. Then the second person is Oluwafemi Abiono. His ears. Cannot go to you. Show his face. Cannot go to you. So the third person here is Joy. Angela. Joy, you are the winner of the flash drive. Joy, did you get that? Joy. Can she unmute herself?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank
right,
you.
So you get this when we see. You get this when we see. Okay, this we got someone here.
Yeah.
All right, so here I have Ifeoluwa Imeka. I have Olorunfemi. Oluwafemi. I have Timile. I have Sekina, and I have Teju.
Teju Life is not an organizing member.
Okay, now I will ask the question that's supposed to about this morning, just this morning. What happened this morning? Okay, if I know with this story. Okay, guys. When you ask this question, Sekina will not be able to answer. Right, so Sekina, so what time did you get here this morning? Or what time did I get here this morning? 7 a.m. No.
Are we typing the same?
No, you're saying it. You're saying it. No, not 7 a.m. I got there 7:02.
I think around 7 a.m.
So how will we know the time that you got?
I got you guys. I told you that.
No want that question. What type of question is that?
Okay. I'll ask calm down. Okay. What's the name of the head of the team's coordination unit? Sorry, the unit's coordination unit.
Ogenefego.
This goes to.
Hey, no, you didn't.
All right, so guys, that was the last one.
I am paid.
Last one. So the process was decided from the committee. What is the name of this year's challenge from the committee? The fastest person to type. Okay.
What's the name? What's
you have
the
a winner. You have a winner.
Shit. So this I don't win anything. That's it. Okay. Mary Makinwa.
No. Someone. Okay.
Mary Makinwa.
Okay, so Mary Makinwa, this for you.
Please send a DM to me.
Yeah, so you get this when we resume. So I'll give the place for Teju. Teju still has a lot. Okay, please.
No. This is gone already.
Okay, this is gone. Please, are you here?
These are the things that are
supposed to give away. I want to know when.
These are the things that
This for Joy.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Hello.
So, please, okay.
I want to, all right. Yeah. So we have come to the end of the Hultprize program for today. And if you're happy, let me hear you say, if you're happy, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you're happy, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I can see you. I didn't say yeah, 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 yeah. You knew that come from Osun State. I'm also from Osun State. So I have an headphone here to give out, a music box, and a power bank. Okay, power bank is done to who? When?
No.
Okay,
We can't hear you.
So are you trying to say you are smarter than I am now?
No, but it's the truth.
You are smarter than I am now. Okay, so guys, I have just in fact, I want to give away this man wristwatch. Okay, we have one more flash that.
Oh yeah.
I feel like giving out my wristwatch. Who is in?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I mean no.
Okay, so this, in fact, there's nothing here. Excellent, sir. There's nothing here. Okay, it's we are charging it. Okay. So power music box, headphone, and flash drive.
Hello.
Okay.
That's WhatsApp. You don't have a. Can you say I'm a setup?
What is the name of the brand of the bottled water I took? No, not
Nesu.
Aquadana.
Nesu.
Toba was the first person.
Aquadana.
Aquadana.
Is Nesu water?
What did you type?
OAU water. OAU.
Flash goes to Toba. The flash goes. Who is Toba?
Toba, please send me a DM on the
Toba,
number
the
in the
flash
comment
goes to you.
section.
All right.
Yeah, Toba, what is the brand of the Kampala I am wearing? No, I mean not Toba, sorry. Not Toba, another person now. What is the brand? What is the brand of the Kampala I am wearing?
Kampala boys.
And I know it too.
Kampala boys, I've said it.
What is the brand of the people that did Hultprize clothes? That sponsored Hultprize clothes?
Placard.
Time.
What's that? We don't want. Me, I stop. I was. I'm the first person. I don't want.
Okay. Alaja Abimu very loyal. Who was the first person?
You asked the question first.
Correct spelling. In fact, question cancelled.
Another question. You say you're Kampala.
I know my Kampala.
Oh God, this is no good.
Okay.
What's all this?
Okay. Another question. What is the latest Gucci designer?
What's the best?
We don't know it.
Butterfly.
Another question. Just like that.
Which organization?
Hultprize is, excuse me, people here. Hultprize is a partnership with organization. Type real quick.
UN. What?
We don't know
United
you when.
Nations.
You will
United Nations. United Nations. United Nations. Oh my God. Time, but I don't know we are too tight.
I know the first person. Someone said UN.
I said UN. No, I'm the one that said UN.
Okay.
Emanuela
Okay,
said UN.
Teju Live has how many followers on Twitter? Teju Live has how many followers on Twitter?
I got to. Let's use this question.
Wait, maybe I'm the one bring the idea. You can't get it. Teju Live has how many followers on Twitter?
They said 12 followers.
I don't know if we say I don't get career at all.
6K.
How many? 6K, but we never reach there. You should give it. You want to start from. It's not easy now.
1.2K. 1.2K. 1.2K.
Teju Live is a student of which faculty?
Faculty of
Type. Teju Live is a student of faculty. Teju Live is a student of which department? And which department?
I want it. I don't see it. I want it. Now say.
That answer, I said which faculty?
I said agreed. I said agreed. Agreed. I first posted agreed.
Isaiah, you post something before, so you cannot win another one. And let me see the next correct question. We don't have any correct answers now.
We don't want. No, which faculty?
Agreed now.
The question about the followers, I got it though.
That you I got it. I said agreed. You are in FNC. We did the same department.
Type 4 music artists that are blown that graduated from OAU. 4 music artists that are blown.
Fireboy, Chinko,
music artists that are blown that graduated from OAU.
Fireboy, Chinko,
Type 4 music artists that are blown that graduated from OAU.
What's the name of this girl that sang personal post?
So, Isabella was doing.
You have a winner.
Who is the winner?
Fireboy,
Correct. Who is the winner?
I am the first person to
set your answer scattered.
No.
You should have pressed everything together. Where is it? Everything on this here. I know somebody already said.
I got it, Jare.
Sekina, so this is how you will win this year.
Sekina is the winner. And finally, the music box.
Music box, yes. Sorry.
Finally, the music box. Before I leave here. Very simple question.
I wish I win something.
All of you that are winning something, well done. No.
It sounds simple, but you might miss it if you are not.
This year is still giveaway.
No giveaway. We want to finish all our giveaway. I want to keep remaining giveaway for myself.
Wait first.
What's the question?
Don't worry, you will
Please, what's the question?
The question hasn't been dropped yet.
Are you with me?
Yes, we are with
you. Be very proud of you. God, you too, you're here.
the last giveaway for this music box.
Who is that person?
In fact,
Are we to say it or to type? Are we to say it or to type it? Are we to say it or we should type?
Are we to say it or type?
You have to type the answer. You have to type the answer. I'm adding 1,000 naira to this.
Hey! Oh, this is not fair. Wow.
I'm adding 1,000 naira to the music box.
This is not fair.
So the winner goes on with the music box.
I want that.
The president adding additional 1,000 naira.
So 2K and music box, the Lord loves me.
So 2,000 naira and the music box is going out now.
But we cannot win 10. I don't want again.
You will want
if you have won once, you can't win
Some
again.
people try. Forget about
If
it.
you have won once, you can't win again. Okay, the question is.
Yeah. Let's go this. Oh, the way Teddy is thinking.
I have to take it.
That's my gift.
Hey, Oxytocin.
What is the name of the new born baby of
Check.
Fight, don't talk.
Which
What's the name of the new born baby of Oniofife?
Say on your FIFA born baby.
What's the name? I will count down 10.
They said about Goose.
About Gooses. Yes, Lord.
10, 9, 8.
Ogusi, I got it.
7, 6, 5.
I should be said you want to.
4.
I did hear you, Ogusi.
3, 2, 1, 0. Do we have a winner?
What is the name?
Yes.
Do we have a winner?
Yes.
What's the name?
Yes, I got it. Adenifawo. Aderemi Adenifawo.
What?
Adenikawo.
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 I know you doesn't know you.
Not bad.
I want
it. Please check about It's too late.
Okay.
Hello.
Because anyone go to our Instagram page and go to the end. Predict who will win this year's Hultprize event, the winning team. So go to Hultprize OAU. Then type the team you think will win this year's event.
Yes.
So the first person to type the correct answer after the winners are win.
How will you know the correct answer?
You win that speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are done for the day. I'll call on the president for the closing remarks. My name is Teddy Life, strictly and entertainer. I just have to guys for the day. Thank you. I love you all.
Thank you.
Keep watching our videos.
Thank you,
everyone, for
joining.
And Teddy Life in concert is coming up, featuring Bad Boy Teams, Official Rule, Yemori, Niniola. Watch out. Thank you, everybody.
Ma.
All right, thank you guys. On behalf of
Thank you, everyone.
Nobody has voted.
I first of all give thanks to God Almighty for the success of this event. And on my behalf, I want to first thank our speaker, Mr. Olubeyi Gabola, CEO of Hultprize, for actually this event. We are really grateful. And furthermore, I want to thank our speakers and our judges. They've been so amazing. Of course, I was getting comments that they actually like the kind of question because this year we took our time to get smart with what the says down there. We are thankful they actually spend time for us to actually attend the event. And also, I'd like to thank our MC for the technical visualization. following this platform, this kind of funny guy that a lot of people are actually funny. He's a smart guy, and that's it.
Thank you, God.
I would also like to thank Bosu. Bosu has been so amazing for us since day one, since August. He's always been there for us. Thank you, Bosu. All right, special thanks goes to Placard. Placard is actually the biggest PR community in Africa, and they decided to sponsor us this year. Of course, their logo is on the left arm of our shirt. Without them, they might not have been possible. Then, special thanks to Windows Mega Fans, those phone was Eileen IT. They've supported us a lot during the course of the program. And a big thanks to May Harvard Innovation Hub. Of course, they actually gave us this place for free. And since morning, we've been enjoying fast browsing, like constant connection. So if you want to browse or you have things to do, those come down here. They are above the A supermarket, in front next to the supermarket. So you see them there. Take this by the side, not at the front. So also I'd like to thank our attendees for actually coming to attend the event. Thank you guys for coming. Then this special thanks goes to my organizing committee. Again, you guys are like since when I've not been here, the event is going on like smoothly. So that I actually have smart members on board this year. And trust me, since August, this is our event. Even I'm not composing without you guys. You guys are my hands, the eyes, the head, everything. We are just doing together. Thank you. So once again, thanks for the
Hi, Vicky. The campus director, please, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Sounds not clear.
Everywhere is noisy, please. Can we have decorum?
Thank you. And thanks God again for making it possible. I mean myself, Ajay Blessing popularly known as IDP, the campus director for Hultprize OAU University. 2021.
That's interference again.
Okay, guys. Sharing the screen.
All right, before we go, I think we still have some time. Yes, for.
Okay, guys. Thanks for the amazing teams. And they said there's still a giveaway. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway, just stay tuned. If I do it,
hello?
If I do we still have giveaway?
Do we still have people here? I think we still have some airtime, some recharge cards.
Okay. Okay, so
we actually do not know which ones we have used and which ones we have not used.
So let's just assume no.
But I'll be calling them out. So I think this is low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then, so we have giveaway now. So thanks everyone who supported this program. Thanks for joining the movement. Thanks for being a part of the movement. Thanks to all the amazing organizing committee. I am Peace Agbola and I'll be leading this very soon. So everyone, do have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you all.
Let's take this from our
Can you guys hear me?
I don't want to.
We can hear you.
Everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. So where are our glow users?
Glow here, glow.
Yes.
Where are our glow users?
Glow, yes, glow.
All right. So I'll be calling fastest speakers.
Okay. Wait.
Hey. Now wait to keep So I'm going now.
Wait, just wait.
I'm not going to call the first part again. If you can get it, sorry. All right, I'm starting again. 88464 85154 85140. Who got it?
Again.
Nobody got it. You mean nobody got it?
No.
It's put up that it's device that has put you on. I'm calling again. 88464 Can you guys hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
Code very
There's actually a hold on, please.
There's something like an interference. I don't know where it's coming from.
All right, can you guys hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Okay, 88464 85154 85140. That's Glow.
I got it already.
Okay, so
Yay! We have a winner. Yes. All right, I think we have one Airtel. We don't know if it has been used or not. Airtel users in the house. Airtel users, where are we? Have you no Airtel users?
We have Airtel users here.
Okay, so listen attentively, please. No, listen attentively. 1169
Your voice is kind of echoing. Can you call it in?
Hey, echoing up to now. Oh, someone has tried it here. Did we hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, so we are moving to MTN now. We have like 5 PM. Don't need because of it.
See, I'm a good photographer. Please come out.
It's okay.
Somebody's system is on. I can see my mic is muted and I can see here myself.
No, you are doing like no.
Yeah, let me collect.
Yeah, where is it? I use it. I don't know. Which is it? Okay, iPhone size.
All right.
I used to be scared to student everyone.
There's actually no mind. You guys should look for the mind that is possible.
You don't know how to use that.
Can you guys hear me?
Just stop. We can hear you, but the place is echoing. No, but not very clearly.
It might come somewhere that we cannot find it, but let's manage.
That's iPhone size.
So 6949.
Do you understand? You don't.
Okay. Please don't be angry. I'm disturbing you.
No, I will get it.
It has been used.
It has been used. Oh, it's one
Yes,
of the
it has
used
been
ones. Let's another MTN.
used. I got a leg.
Let me just type it. I'm typing.
Okay, come and check. You taking big glow on your eye. Now, come on, lose more for you.
Like, yeah.
What is it?
Okay.
Okay, 9-4. 4 Ibolo crossing here.
Hultprize event done and dusted. A big shout out.
No.
It was a big live video and it was virtual. This is actually my first time doing a virtual show. And it was
8-4.
Strictly and then okay.
7. 6-3. 8. This one need to ban my line. The ban your line.
Let me off the. Oh, she did not. Zoom. Oh, let me leave Zoom.
Oh, keyboard she met that one to me.
Any car has been used.
Yeah, somebody got one. And I think there's one last one. I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, you have one this one for take like strictly and so
Ajala Joy, we are very sorry that they barred your life. It wasn't our intention. I think that is all.
No, it's virtual. This is my first time handling a virtual line. So, very, very good. Thank you, everyone. Much more. Keep getting the one. Take life strictly and entertain.
Okay, so that's all, everyone. Thank you. Toba, you finally got one. Thank God. Oh, I think that's all. I feel like I've mixed one up. One MTN. Let me go up and check. Okay, now I've used all. Okay, bye, people. I'm ending the meeting now. Thank you for showing up. Bye.